2. Said microphone check. 1, 2. Can't nobody out here do it like me. Ain't nobody out here winning like me. Can't nobody out here do it like me. Just like me, like me. Can't nobody out here do it like me. Ain't nobody out here winning like me. Can't nobody out here do it like me. Just like me, like me. I'm one of a kind, I'm like a rare breed. A breath of fresh air, you can see me. People stand up just to greet me. Role model, kids wanna be me. Listen now, later you'll believe me. Got you under my spell, the whole thing was easy. I just come and wink my eye like a genie. Put my crown on, y'all little peasant can king me. I'm irreplaceable, the different one. Since I was born, I was the chosen one. Every time I speak, you know it's unique. Might go over your head, my words are kinda too deep. Man, I'm wise like an eyelid. Summa cum laude, I graduated from college. Man, you a fool if you doubt this. Act like you know I'm the one that's about this. King. Me. King. Me. King. Me. King. Me. I do what I want, call me a prima donna, a capitalist, you know I'm about $1. I did it my way, no apologies, marching to my own beat, they still wanna follow me. Diamond in the rough, I'm a future star, but envy is a mother, they'll shoot your car. Gotta bob and weave through the jealousy, enter at your own risk, I guess is what you telling me. We ain't the same, I ain't like the others. It's levels to this thing, don't be righteous, brothers. I got a quality, my rep is distinct, unmistakable. Please, come and tell me what you think. Never mind, I know I'm hot dog. Y'all need to catch up, I'm about to pop y'all. Certified rock star, chain around my neck, middle finger to the cop car. Can't nobody out here do it like me. Ain't nobody out here winning like me. Can't nobody out here do it like me. Just like me, like me. Can't nobody out here do it like me. Ain't nobody out here winning like me. Can't nobody out here do it like me. Just like me, like me. Who wants the smoke? Who wants the smoke? Who wants the smoke?
All right, CHL Friday Night Fights. Saku coming into you hot and ready. Got a couple of individuals with me. That's from my home province in Nova Scotia. We got my man Corridon and my man Yaster. How you guys doing?
Doing great, Saku. Doing great.
Doing very well on this blustery, stormy night we have right now.
Yeah, so
it's a chilly one out there.
Yeah, it's the wind that gets you, gents.
Yeah, that wind chill, as they say. So apologies if my internet conks out, or basically all three of us would be internet would conk out, in theory. We will be back as soon as the internet pops back on, if that happens. If that happens.
Yeah, but in the meantime, we've got a night completely full of Hearthstone action coming at you. We've got Legacy, we've got Hero, we've got Pro. The only thing we don't have is Wild because, well, you don't want Yasher and I telling you anything about Wild.
He's not wrong.
But running down these matches really quick, the first one, we've got a Legacy Gold Conference Series, Defias versus DeStubbs. We got the 1 seeds, Wild 9 versus the Dankest Dad. Then coming up after that, we've got a Legacy Silver Conference. We've got All Points Matter versus the Standard THL Degenerates. You've got the Chosen Pie versus Electric Sheep City. Then we take a shift. Hero Series Purple Conference, a cross-conference battle. We've got Neji from F2L Black coming after Genji from APM Yang. That's going to be a fun tongue twister later on. And
Yep.
finally, we're just going to do a full circle, settle back down with our good buddy Wild 9 from the Pro Series. We've got Wild 9, Mancrick's Multiple Wives, and Sabretooth, again, coming at you with some one-seed action. Other than that Legacy Silver Conference, these are all one-seed matchups, and by all means, the 3-seed, some 400 PR matchups. I'm liking what we got on the docket for tonight.
Oh, it's crazy. I mean, we started that thing with volunteering their streams to Discord, and things have just kind of blown up. So appreciate all the THL players out there just throwing their names in the hat and getting things lined up so we can bring you some hot goodness for Hearthstone. So.
Yeah, that open channel has definitely made things a lot easier, I feel. Saku, how do you feel about, you as the op and kind of the director of the Friday night and even the Sunday? Has it made it easier for you finding matches?
Yes and no. No meaning there's everybody wants to play at 9 or everybody wants to play at 8. And so
right.
that's the configuration portion that's a little bit difficult, but it is what it is. I'd rather have more than less, right? So
that's very true. Yeah, like you said, we always try to get everybody on, but if your time doesn't matter, if you can, or if your time's already taken and you have got some time, pushing in an hour or maybe moving in an hour forward is always an option. But let's talk Legacy Conference. The Stubbs and Defias, both kind of top of the tier right now. So quite the clash of the Titans coming at it right now. Yadster, take me through the classes of what we're going to see tonight from these two individuals.
So starting off with Wild 9, we've got Druid, Hunter, Mage, and Rogue. Of course, you're going to see a lot of Rogue tonight, and I'm sure you're all used to seeing a lot of Rogue pretty much wherever you go. And then for Dankest Dad, we've got Demon Hunter, Druid, Mage, and Rogue. So it's really going to be the difference between this Hunter and Demon Hunter to see, whoever comes out on top.
Yeah, it's been an interesting lineup because typically Demon Hunter has had the advantage over, the aggro style of Hunter recently. But that being said, not too long ago on stream, and then even a few matchups in the THL that I've heard about, the Face Hunter has just kind of been getting there over the Demon Hunter. So it's, typically a very polarizing matchup, like 70% favor towards the Demon Hunter. But somehow these Hunters are sneaking it out and just, getting the damage in when it needs to. And maybe it's the Demon Hunter not pulling the cards that are required to clear the board and then heal up. But, what do you think going into this one? Is the Demon Hunter going to struggle here?
I think I would love to see the Hunter win because I can never seem to do it from the Hunter side. So I'd love to see someone do it because from my personal experience, it's just the Hunter just doesn't get there. It's just your board gets cleared, you get Eldrazi Warblades, and then they're back to 20, they're back to 30.
Yeah, especially with the extra, with Jace now being run, there's just so much more potential for explosive turns from Demon Hunters. Especially just being able to kind of just throw spells and then get the utilization from them later with the Jace recasting. So I'll be interested to see. We are going to have surprise, surprise, double rogue ban coming from our combatants tonight. So there will be no rogues. So really the only difference is, as you said, Yasir, it's going to be that Demon Hunter and the Hunter. And I mean, from the lineup that I see from Dankest Dad on paper, I'm kind of worried about this Hunter from Wild 9. Other than the Mage matchup, I think the Hunter might struggle a little bit coming into this. So we'll have to see how the Q goes. Some people say Q order doesn't matter. Some people say it does, but you never know.
Yeah, so the players are ready. Yeah. If you guys are ready, so we'll have.
I think we're good.
Dankest Dad.
Hop right into it.
Which is one of my favorite names to see. Dankest Dad. So yeah, he's going to be at the bottom of the screen or first to spectate for our casters. And then we have Wild 9 at the top of your screen. I'll get them rocking and rolling.
Let's get it going.
What do you think we're going to see right out of the gates here, Yadster? You put yourself in the shoes. What for Wild 9? What are you bringing out if you're Wild 9 here?
I'm probably bringing out the Hunter. I mean, I feel like you just can't miss that mage. Yeah, because this is Legacy, right? You just
It
can't miss
is.
that mage matchup. If
Yeah,
that mage gets by,
yeah, that's
I
right.
think
If
you're
that
just.
mage gets through, it's going to be a struggle. That's very true.
But it's also, I mean, druids are. It's so hard to tell with druid because you can go Guff, Yogg, druid that like Tice has been playing on stream, and then like as we'll see later in Pro, Drekthar is still making an appearance.
Yeah, the aggressive Drekthar deck actually coming out from none other than Wild Nine. So
I wonder if that's well.
could be an
Looks
homage
like
to
it's
what's going to happen.
looks like it's a good thing you didn't bring out the Hunter though.
Yeah, probably. And this is more than likely the very favorable deck that Wild Nine wanted to catch with this mage. I mean, there's not a whole lot of pressure that Demon Hunter can do, clearly, but a lot of key cards in it right now are, well, as you're seeing, oh, there's a Mana Feeder.
That's a little different.
Yeah, there's a little bit of more draw. I guess there might be a little more aggressiveness in the deck here from Dankest Dad, so it'd be interesting. But there's the key piece, Mozaki in hand.
Let's see if you can draw some flows. That's all you need.
That's all you need. Need a little Incanters flow, and then we have the refreshing Spring Water as well. So
With a cram session in hand,
yeah,
he's
it's
sitting
getting
pretty.
close. Getting close. Just looking for some discounts. Maybe thinking about the primordial studies, possibly using it a little bit later on. It's fine to use now if you get a free lab partner. Just hold on to it.
Or even like just toss down a Thalanos if you get the option. It's just card draw.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
But all right, Sigil too. So I mean that's not too odd, but lots of draw.
Yeah, there is quite a bit of draw from this Demon Hunter coming out for Dankest Dad, and holding on to the barrages, holding on to the chaos. More than likely just going to see a hero power mana feeder next turn. They're kind of stockpiling a lot of the resources right now, and I wonder if we'll see a lab partner cram session here.
I like it. He really is just looking for those flows, and then the earlier the better. Especially with the Mozaki, because like if you get a flow and then some draw, like you can kill him on 6 or 7.
Yeah, absolutely. Hand's looking a bit struggle-ish right now for Wild Nine. Oh, Cult Neophyte. Seems like this might have been included specifically for this matchup. So maybe Dankest Dad found a cue that they were looking for specifically in this match here. Let me go for a nice
I'm interested.
clear turn.
Like, I'm wondering what they cut though, because like running Mana Feeder, Neophyte, they're obviously running the Performers if they have the Fellfire. Just like cut the healing.
Yeah, it could be, but you're coming
risky,
into a possible Hunter, like, as you said, right? It seems very risky. You got a Hunter on the other side, and yeah,
even
I don't know
Druid,
about that
like,
one.
Druid is not like, I mean, especially with, if you looked, I don't know how often people look at like Pro lineups, but like if he's bringing Drekthar and Pro, he obviously likes the deck.
Yeah, there's also an option in Pro that, with the closed deck list, it could be anything. It could even be, a boat in that box. So, anyway, it can be a little mind gamey too, right? Oh, I brought this in Pro, so maybe they assume I'm going to bring it here, and
then but sometimes you get people on the other side who just won't even look, and you're just slapping yourself in the face.
All right.
Still no flow.
No flow, but going to go for the Spring Water. I think this is more than likely the responsible. It gets the multicaster. It's a bit unfortunate.
It is very. I mean, was there anything that they really needed the mana for this turn?
No, not necessarily. What it does tell Dankest Dad though is a minion was drawn in hand. And
That's
it's
true,
more
very true.
the information, and now Denka's dad can make a good generalization that Mozaki's in hand.
Yeah.
Typically, there are only 3 minions run. Sometimes you see that 4th Viper for Paladins
Yeah.
or anything crazy, but as there's no Paladins in this matchup, there might not be a Viper here, so you've got a 33%
Yeah,
chance that that's Mozaki.
Especially if you're banning Rogue, you really don't need the Viper.
Whoa!
Oh!
All right.
Okay.
Now, is this going to be a coin? Is this a Tormentor?
Job's done.
Oh
Is
my.
this going to be a Tormentor?
I'm
It's a
excited
Pit
to see.
Commander.
Oh!
Wait, does Pit Commander pull? Is this like a Pit
Is this
Commander
Pit
pulls, and it's a Tate Tormentor?
Oh,
What?
Oh, I love it. I
Oh
love
my
it.
goodness!
This is fantastic.
What an absolute game changer! There's just wow.
I have
Color
my
me
respect.
surprised.
My respect for Denka's dad has went up, that's for sure.
Yeah, and Wild 9 kind of sharing the same sentiment right now. In trying to think, is there a way I can kill this? Can I get through it somehow? I mean,
I don't think there is.
man, not only was the Karia finding the Pit Fiend to then pull the Tormentor out of the deck, like, it'd be one thing if it was just the 8/8 and then you could freeze and maybe find.
And it would have been a 6/6 too. Like,
yeah, now you're facing down 14.
you can't do anything.
You can't do anything.
And next turn there might just be another one.
You're gonna spend 6 mana to deal 4?
I guess you can put it to 1, but
we can't kill it.
no.
Oof. Awkward positioning here, and there's a Cult Neophyte. I mean, do you just don't
double?
Neophyte?
I think so. Like, you're summoning a lot of stats from the Pit Commander. You can just pretty much set up lethal.
Like, if we have more in the deck, I really don't want to draw anything here.
Double?
Did he
Please
go
do
for it? Did he the full lockout turn?
Oh, and the emote. Oh, if this pulls it. Oh,
Wow, dear goodness.
7 mana first flame. That
Not
hot
even a
streak is looking pretty appealing.
I think Refreshing Springwater might have finally been nerfed to the point where it's unplayable.
I don't mind it though. I wouldn't complain with that.
I'm not too sure about this one any longer. I mean, we're not even able to play the fire or the fire sale here. Facing down 28 outside of I suppose a flurry, but I don't even think flurry gets us anywhere we need to go. Trading away a 10 cost. Just gonna keep trading. This is
This is nothing.
Well, hey, fair enough. I mean,
you gotta respect it.
We said a little earlier on that Wild 9 had found the matchup that he had wanted, and then halfway through the game, we kind of thought maybe Denka's dad found something. These kind of seem a little bit weird, but there it is. I mean, closed deck list. That's what you get. The spice of life is the surprise.
I'm just wondering, do you think is there any chance this Druid is a similar idea? Do you think you went for the...
So there's one thing of bringing a Demon Hunter that, you can discover a lot of defensive tools. You can discover, Chaos Leeches. You can discover I-Beams. I don't know that Druid has enough defensive mechanics going into a lineup like Hunter and Druid to bring too much spice. I could be completely incorrect, and
no, I think you're right here. I think you're pretty right.
But it looks more of a standard aggro Druid of days old than it does like a Beast Druid, or there could be a Drexthar tucked in here. A Noyotron is really not what you're expecting to see in a Beast Druid.
No, even in Taunt Druid, Noyotron's not really standard.
That's really sticky, man. It's just, it's just a Divine Shield
It's
1-2.
true. But just looking,
Whoa.
yeah, I guess with Hunter with the Hunter, I like it.
So there is Og Merchant. Really nice curve here for Dangus Dad. And Wild 9 still unable to find that Incanter slow very early on. Coming right back with the Mage.
It does look like this is Beast, though. If he's running a Spike Shell,
It
that's
could
gotta
just be to
be.
pick. It could just be. I mean, a Druid of the Reef into a Spike Shell is just a 3/5 on turn 4.
It's true,
And
but
then it gives you another 1/3? I don't know. There's a chance that the Matriarchs are in here. I just don't know if I really expect them to be there.
If I was a betting man, I would say yes, but maybe we'll find out.
I think Dangus Dad was possibly contemplating Coin Adorable there just to try and save this 1/3. But with on the other side, Wild 9 does technically have a way to deal with this. If chose to hot streak the Brain Freeze, but I don't
can't
expect to
see
see
it.
that.
You can just. Do you like Mini Mage here though? Because I feel like you're gonna be fire sailing anyways.
Yeah, it's awkward because you want to keep Fire Sale, right?
You really do.
And you don't necessarily Fire Sale is going to do 3. I think just setting up a ping here, just any buffs really, the Fire Sale is normally going to be able to cut through. I think that might be also why we're running Mark of the Spike Shell, because we can just copy basically whatever minion we want at this rate, and wow, really dumping under the board here, making this
This is
Has a-
awkward.
sticky, but
Would you clear here? What do you think? Would you go for the? Because you
I
could
don't
full
think you
clear.
need to. I mean, from Wild 9's side, the Druid's coming into turn 3, and outside of, maybe a Power of the Wild or something, there's nothing punishing for not clearing here. I really think he can just kind
Let
of
it sit.
relax. Yeah, play the
But-
Mini Mage, play a Brain Freeze if you want to, or even just, ping.
I feel like if you're not full clearing, I think you got to get rid of that Divine Shield. I mean, he doesn't know what we know with the Mark of the Wild in the hand, but
Yeah, and that's
that
kind of
could cause some real problems.
the
He's going
compliment.
for it.
Yeah, just gonna go
I
for
don't
the-
hate it.
No, this will also full clear with the 0 cost and the Brain Freeze afterwards. It could be a Lightning Bloom into an Arbor Up as well. Was a very real.
Ooh, that is a nice draw. Wild 9 has, nothing to deal with this.
Nothing to deal with it, but there's an Incanter's Flow, so we could flow this turn Mini Mage into a Cram Session to draw a little bit for next turn. On the same side, Dankus Dad really doesn't have as much in his hand. I mean, Arbor Up is going to be insane, so I'd expect a full
Commit to the board.
Yeah.
If he does the Spike Shell, he can still get out 3 minions. Yeah, I like this.
Yeah, it's still fine, because you're still going to get the summon from the Arbor Up. You have seen one Fire Sale already used. Rundorp's going to be a very good draw here, being able to deal with a little bit of this aggression. Do you drop the Mini Mage, or do you just try and search for...
I like the Mini Mage, because you're really looking for a devolving here, which you're going to be able to play either way. But you don't really need to play the Mini Mage first, I guess.
Yeah, that's the thing,
Do you
right? You just discover first.
Rundorb? But do you like Rundorbing the 6/6, I guess? Yeah.
Now we think we have to. I think we could just Rundorb one of the 2/1s there if that was the case. Another Fire Sale. Wow,
That's
there's a
big.
hard draw. I mean, we do have the Cram Session. Now we ping the 2/1. This is kind of why I didn't want to.
No ping.
Interesting.
Got the other flow though. The
And
other
a
flow is big.
multicaster. Wow, robes of protection. Danka's dad has brought the dankest of meme cards this time around.
He's not gonna like this.
No, I mean,
though.
No, and this mini mage will actually allow a pretty clean trade into the Anoyotron as well.
I feel
does
like
leave the 2/4, the robes up, but you have staved off a lot of damage if you do this.
If he just fire sales first, I think he'd rather leave the Anoyotron up, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Probably just leaves it up and then just goes into another flow, double flow in the deck. And then you do have a multicaster. I believe we've cast everything at this point. We've cast Arcanes, Frosts, and Fire. So we're drawing 3 off of these multicasters. So, all right. So does find the sort of full clear.
This is a little bit awkward.
You just a loon here, right? Just gotta keep making a big board.
Just hope he can't deal with it. And he can't right now.
This has to kind of telegraph to Wild 9 that, some of the cards in hands are clearly buff cards, which are more than likely Arbor up. So can clear off the...
Deciding to draw... I guess I like it.
Everything costs nothing in the deck, right? Now, we have Mozaki and we have, Refreshing's fine because our...
Lethal? It's never... No. Cone of Cold is...
I think it's Ice Barrier, to be completely fair. Cone of Cold, I got arguments for both of them.
I think they're both fine.
All right. Is he going to miss? He gets one back up to pretty much full mana. And this is, I mean, he's got to be careful not to use too much, but it's looking like this is getting a little carried away. I would like to just see a Cone of Cold here, maybe.
Maybe trade away the Guild Trader. Just see what you get. Yeah, this is looking really good, though.
We don't actually have to trade away the Guild Trader. We could use it for just 2 damage because it could kill our draws on our Mozaki turn. Obviously, we've got the Arcane, so typically it's not going to completely stunt us, and then we could trade it back. But, that is a lot of the ways that Mage will lose, is that it just draws and doesn't have enough mana to play the awkward card that it has drawn so far.
I don't think he's going to have any issues here.
I think he's got to go. He's going to go. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, unless this Arcane extremely whiffs, I think he's fine.
Yeah, I'm going to be able to... Hopefully takes the trade first before freezing. Oh! It's unfortunate. Do you do it?
You could just fire sale. Yeah.
Oh, man, but I think he's waited too long. If he fire sales here... I don't know. I think Wild 9 has used a little bit too much time thinking of a trade. Now he has to go for this fire sale turn. It's a bit unfortunate, but
I don't see how it dies. I guess Druid of the Reef.
Druid of the Reef or a Panther could get it done. That will not get it done.
That will not do it. No.
Well, it seems
but he still needs draw.
No, you're very right. I mean, just gonna start beating down this Mozaki. Oh well, draws
no. There you go.
Yeah, and now can actually cast spells on this multicaster, and doesn't really need to because there is some more card draw. Really, just about all sequencing now. 4 cards left in deck for Wild 9.
Just going through the motions.
Yeah. I think maybe counting to see if he can utilize this Guild Trader in any sense, but just going to go for, I think, just a Cram Session to try and draw the 2 Ignites and essentially finish off the game here. Now, Siphon Mana can also go face. That is a lot of damage.
I'm wondering if maybe this Druid deck was trying to do too much.
Yeah, it
It's
was
just-
definitely.
It just feels like it's hard to run both Annoyatron and Robe of Protection. I guess the Annoyatrons are good to stick through Fire Sale, but still.
Yeah, you're right. It was doing a lot. It was almost, a druid of old. I wouldn't say with the Mark of the Spike Shell and even the Mark of Yasharaj in the hand, but Robes was typically something run against mages when Quest Mage was so strong on ladder, and then people were such a big proponent of, well, if they can't target your minions, they can't clear them, and you can hit them in the face.
Yep.
Well, with Wild 9 finally getting his
Here comes
mage
out
out
the
of the
Hunter.
way, exactly. Hunter comes out into Dankus Dad's mage. Now, do you expect anything crazy from the mage? We have seen two interesting deck inclusions so far from Dankus Dad. Do you think this mage has anything spicy?
I really don't, because all the spicy cards have been minions, and you really just don't want minions in this deck. I'm assuming, yeah, it's Mozaki Mage, so.
Ooh. Yeah, all right. And Fire Sale also picked up as well. First Flame, just going to chuck away the Fire Sale. Gets double Siphon Mana. Very nice early on. And Trog.
Ooh. Nice on both sides, though.
I think just Trog quite adorable. And
Yeah.
GG.
That's pretty. Not what it once was, but
No.
it's still pretty dang good.
Yes, that is definitely not the Trog of old. But can't be cleanly other than, just a ping. Oh. I think you just put as much pressure on the board as you can. Intrepid and Demon Companion.
Yeah, I guess so. A shame.
There's no way you're protecting this Trog with a Cult Neophyte.
No, it's.
You saw the ping, so you can essentially assume that there's a deal too. We're gonna go for it anyway.
I guess it. I don't know.
It still makes the
Siphon
turn
Mana
a bit awkward, but yeah, Siphon Mana comes down, discounts the whole hand, and now they all cost 0 essentially.
Let me work my magic.
Yep.
All right.
Everyone's favorite thing about Mage: 0 mana.
Ooh, probably the worst one you want to see in this matchup, because, Shima does nothing. It doesn't buff you, and it doesn't go face.
Which, yeah, this deck likes to go face.
It goes face quite often. Flurry picked up, and another Ice Barrier. First Flame's going to come out to clean up. Honestly, probably the second Flames as well, maybe?
What do you...
Ruined Orb used there. Wow, Snap picks that Refreshing Spring Water. There was a few other, I think there was an Ignite thrown in there, but just gonna get it completely out of the way and go directly for the draw, which Dankus Dad was definitely lacking in the hand right now.
What beast do you like here? It's probably the...
I think it's Rhino.
You like
right?
Rhino?
It's
I
just
don't know,
a 7/6.
especially with that quick shot picked up, with the piercing shot. Like, I guess Dad isn't playing minions.
He's not playing minions, but it's also a card that just has to be answered. I mean, Wolpertingers are dealt with simply Fire Sale. Trampling Rhino is going to require a little bit more. It could get perpetually frozen, but that's also okay because it's still on the board. It's an interesting pick, right?
Yeah, I think there's definitely benefits to both. It's just I feel like the Rhino kind of just like extends the game one turn, which is good for the Mage.
Ooh. Rin's Rifle is found, but Trampling Rhino down. Oh, not attacking.
Yeah.
I just feel like
the
you
Rhino
take that attack, right?
Especially if you're playing Rhino. Because playing the Rhino kind of, like, the whole point is that it's going to attack. Yeah, I liked attacking there.
Yeah, I don't think it ever matters that there is an ice barrier up. You're going to have to pop it one way or another. You're never doing 23 from hand, and starting to work now, so but just double flurry, but she's going to hold off. Allow this 10 to go straight up top, and
Boom.
I
Do you like
think it's
the
just
rifle?
rifle hero power.
Really? Yeah, I guess so.
Could just get ice trap. Make Dankus Dad have to spend a little bit more mana, as negligible as it might be. Ooh,
Those are not what you're looking for.
Not good. I'm assuming we took explosive for some weird reason, maybe. Oh, freezing. Okay. Maybe if a multicaster attacks.
Yeah.
Now, we also have to remember, Dankus Dad does have a single Enchanter's Flow discount in the deck, so Mozaki in hand as well. It could just pop off any turn. Just looking for a little bit more damage, I think, before, and more than likely, once that Phoenix pops, we're going to see the turn.
Yeah. Especially with the Scram Session and the Mana Biscuit already ready.
All right, aim shot gets us a little bit closer.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. Gonna toss it. And I don't know if this piercing shot ever... Does this piercing shot ever get out of our hand before we quick shot?
I don't think so.
Ice Trap more than likely?
Yeah. I guess
Ice Trap...
Open the Cages is...
Open the Cages could get Huffer.
And he's probably not killing this board.
Yeah, very true.
Open the Cages.
I did like Open the Cages after you said that, but Ice Trap also is just, I guess, the obvious choice because it's going to require a little bit more. Like, this Refreshing Spring Water probably flies off here.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, this is the turn, Dankus Dad. It's do or die, and...
If Wildman doesn't die here, he's going to be really upset that he didn't attack with that...
Yeah, exactly off the lethal that he would have had if he attacked with the Wrangler early on. And there's another ice barrier. I mean...
That's a whole lot of nothing, though.
Yeah, it's kind of dead draw at this point for Dankus Dad, finding no damage directly to Wild 9, and there's a Mozaki on the board.
Does he... What do you even do here?
I mean, you just Ice Barrier and pray?
But Ice Barrier...
does nothing, but what else are you doing?
Yeah. I guess you could... Yeah,
Alright,
I don't know.
a quick shot in a dream? No. Oh, that's lethal! Piercing shot! Piercing shot! Give it to the Mozaki. Give it to the Mozaki.
Give it to the Mozaki. You got to.
Just no, okay. Fair enough.
Respectful.
Not gonna totally BM, but wow.
What a draw.
Amazing draw there for Wild 9. Just sneaks that Hunter. I mean, that's the job it came to do, right? Take down the Mage.
I think that might be the most important match of the series there.
Yeah, it very well could be. And now we're going to have Wild 9 is just left with his Druid coming into the lineup of Mage and Demon Hunter, and Druid for the Dankus Dad. And while I won't say this is a mirror,
it's not a mirror. That's really bad for Wild 9.
So more than likely this is heavily favored towards Dankus Dad. Quest Druid, I honestly might just throw away the quest. This is not any aggressive Druid is not good for Wild 9 in this situation.
Oh, he is running the trick there. That's interesting.
Yeah. So we did not see the Drekthar from Danga's dad last game, but this will more than likely be a turn 3 a coin direct. Oh no! Oh, going for the just
No. Yeah, it's hard to turn down.
the day of old. I mean, Drekthar as well is a huge power swing, but
In this deck, I feel like it's like the deck isn't based around Drekthar. You just have it.
yeah,
Especially because he's like Druid of the Reef. That's not a great minion to pull out. How does Wild9 win this?
armor and big taunts.
Yeah.
Truly and honestly, I think it's just going to have to be a lot of armor game. You know, the quest is going to help with that. The Moon Touched amulets. We also saw a little bit more. There's some robes of protection back in. But this board's getting very out of control for Wild9.
Very fast.
Is able to complete. Oh.
Ooh, there's that. That could do something.
Oh, that could do a lot of things. Could actually bloom, guff, pounce. And then able to clear off the Annoyotron. Yeah, guff there is gonna give. Oh, and the Park Panther comes off of it. Now we are overloaded next turn. Only gonna have 3 mana, but I mean, we still do have a Moon Touched amulet.
Yeah, that's not a bad turn, and Robes is kind of an underwhelming. Oh, but that's a lot of minions. Oh,
that's a lot of damage, as we say. Just I mean, you take it.
Yeah, this is a lot. I mean, he doesn't have anything to really capitalize on it.
Now,
but that peasant is not dying.
No. There could be a Samuro. I know there are some quest druids that have been running Samuro. So there is a possible chance that Wild9 stabilizes here. But that chance is not around the corner. I wonder if you just fungal here just to find more things.
Fungal seems, if you're running Carpenter, Park Panther, I assume you're still running the Owls, right?
Yeah,
it's a decent amount of minions.
Yeah, there's a few minions that we've seen already that could get tossed away, but just gonna go for the Moon Touch. This will complete part 1 of the quest, so a little bit more armor.
Did he ever I guess you don't overkill it, but it's a little painful to 7 out of 4 that.
Yeah, definitely would have liked that on part 2, but because of the guff, the hero power is gone, and outside of this Park Panther in hand, there's really no other great ways, and
I don't know about Drekthar.
I don't think we need Drekthar. This is just pulling 1 minion?
Yeah.
I guess. I kind of like just going for the robes and maybe the adorable.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
It just does put 6 additional and on the board, and it does threaten another Arbor turn.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, I guess it doesn't. The way this game's looking, it probably doesn't matter what he does or what they do. Sorry.
Do you?
I mean, is there anything on 5?
I kind of like to go hero power for a mana and then resizing for 4 and try and find Samuro. Like, at worst, you could get another Park Panther. I mean, there's a lot worse, obviously, but gonna go for card draw. It goes for the draw. Just gets more card draw.
Oh, this is painful.
Is he removing both Divine? No, just gonna remove one of the minions. I mean, outside of an I guess Wild9's just saying if you have Arbor up, I'm dead. That is gonna be a Trog and an adorable.
That's no Arbor up.
It's not lethal just quite yet.
I don't even know if Samuro's enough though. Like the peasant is such a. Such a card.
Yeah, when Peasant really pops off, there is not a whole lot that anything can do. It's one of those cards where you see mint or individuals coining hero power or coin things just to deal with the peasants, so they don't get an early draw. And you know, to see.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, just to see peasant last so long is pretty crazy.
That was the big discussion there for a couple weeks. I remember.
Yeah.
Everyone was weighing in on it. Gabby, I forget what. Do you remember what Gabby ended up saying he went with?
I believe it was some memery, if I do recall, from Gabby.
That sounds right.
Yeah. All right. There is a.
Oh.
Do you ever?
Yeah,
that's right. Fair enough.
Your favorite move.
That's the Corroding classic. A bottom right without playing anything.
So Mage though, I feel like Mage just beats that, doesn't it?
Yeah. Okay, so not really. Quest Druid actually has a great time into Mage, simply because it gains so much armor, and Mage has nothing to ping with the First Flames, it has nothing to flurry, and eventually Wild 9 is going to be able just to drop massive guffs, and then like solar copy guff, and just gain 16 armor in one turn and smash for 16. This is a more Druid favored matchup because it is a slow match, and especially when you find ramp. But Dankus Dad does have the Mizaki in hand. Could push the tempo a little, I guess, if you want to say, if he finds the correct discounts early on.
That's not it. It's all about flow.
Yeah, you said right. It's all about flow. And another thing about it is that there's really no 2 health minions in the deck, and so Siphon Mana really just becomes a damage card. It no longer discounts in hand. So, you know, the more Dankus Dad really draws is kind of worse for him.
There's still no flow.
Nope, still no flow, and continuing to dig. And I mean, Wild 9 just kind of this is what he's doing, sitting back and just doing Druid things, being able to not be pressured, and you know, already at 6 mana, has the capacity to go above and beyond with coins and lightning blooms as well.
And so, is this jerry rig for?
More than likely, it's the
Feral Rage.
Exactly. Yeah. So gonna split it, and we'll actually complete part 1 just right here.
I like it.
And like this is another thing too. Solar onto the evolved scales is just another 16 armor.
Like, it's 16 armor.
It's insanity the amount of armor gain that Druid really does have.
And I guess the longer. No, he's just drawing here, but the more armor you get, it just gives you time basically.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Mizaki Mage has to wait.
There's really no need for Wild 9 to do anything too drastic in this matchup. I think looking for Guff here, it just finds the Pounce. That is also fine.
Yeah.
Just going to double play it. Actually, because it came off Moon Touch, complete part 2 or part 1, and then next turn can actually complete part 2 because he held on to the evolved spines.
I don't think I know any of the names of choose 2, choose 1 cards.
Yeah, I was we were talking about it last week about how the artwork more than likely had to get developed for a lot of these choose ones, and someone brought up Fandral, where they had to, you know, merge the two, you know, your choose ones both happen. But never really thought of splitting them. And some of the artwork on the Evolved or the Choose ones is pretty fantastic.
It really, especially because I mean that's triple the amount of. I guess is it triple? Yeah, triple the amount of artwork you have to make.
All right, so going forward, there is a Cenarian Ward. That is a great card in this matchup.
I wonder if we'll see some more. Oh shoot, what's the 8/8 that we saw in game 1?
The Tormentor.
Yeah,
very
see if
possible.
We can get some revenge.
That is a very real possibility for the Tormentor to come out here.
This is an awkward turn.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, I
kind of so much.
The issue is part 2 draws us a card as well. So Wild 9 more than likely just making sure that there's no overdraw happening.
Yeah. Oh, we can't play that. Actually, no.
No, Jerry Wade. I mean, if you wanted to burn, you could, but I think we're fine here. Floating 2 mana is, I think, completely reasonable. Resizing pouches are done on different turns for better cards.
Yeah. No need for... There's the flow. A little late, but better late than never. This Phoenix makes me think...
Hey, we're probably going soon.
Yep.
Because Phoenix... The interesting thing is when Phoenix pops, we'll be able to siphon mana. If our multicaster is still around, we'll be able to siphon the multicaster, which is, very beneficial to Dankest Dad right now. But this is more than Bloom, Solar, and Cenarian Ward. Going to give us another 16 armor. This is where Quest Druid carries the game.
Yeah. There's
Tyrion and Leorix. Not exactly what you wanted to see.
Lightning Bloom.
More than likely going for the Capture Coldtooth Mine because that guarantees you Guff. Usually in this deck, Guff is your only 5 mana. So you choose the highest cost, and you always get Guff.
So they don't run Owls then?
No. Oh. This Quest Druid should not have anything above 5, which is Guff. So it is strictly the choose ones, and your end game is all about Guff the Tough.
Guff. I like holding on though, because there's no real reason to do it that turn.
Now, there is an opportunity to ping first and then siphon on the 5/5. I do like that because but the flow is also maybe we need to get the flow off this turn.
I think you have to flow. It's so awkward though.
Yeah, these minions are going to be here again next turn. So you can always set up the mini mage to do something.
There's just this hand it just doesn't do anything.
I mean, Wild 9 is sitting at a comfortable 55. Just so we're not aware.
This hand is for Dankest Dad is kind of just hoping to kill you on 7, but it's without the flows you just can't do that.
And Capture Coldtooth Mine, this is more than likely going to be Guff. Not Guff the Tough, but Guff Wildheart.
This is still pretty dang good.
The Casual 59. I mean, I just don't think Dankest Dad has had the start that he really needed in this matchup to...
he really just needed flow on 3.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I mean, and being able to cast any of this. I mean, the Phoenix is popping next turn, which is kind of why I liked going for the Siphon turn before, but...
I think you just gotta
He's going to have to go one of these turns, and I don't know at this rate if it's even feasible with the armor gain that still is available to Wild 9, and is he just going for more armor? Yeah, just absolutely making sure there is no possible way, and this actually completes part 3. Guff comes into hand and is playable next turn, but there is no mark of the spike shell to copy.
And especially with this form of the Druid, you don't have the option of just sticking Mozaki and just hoping they can't kill it.
Yeah. Okay,
And,
well, flurry? I mean...
Yeah. It's just doesn't get there.
We're at 71.
Yeah.
Like, we're at 71.
71. And if you're Siphon Mana, the discount is good, but I mean, he's at 71.
Just gonna draw to get all the cards possible, and then discount them. All right, Cram Session, Fire Sale, refreshing.
It's just that Siphon. I think he did have to do it, but that's like 15 less damage he has. Oof.
I mean, it's got to be a next turn go, right?
I think so.
There's no
especially
biscuits.
But he can draw into them with the spring water.
There is, I think we've got both of our both. Yeah, so there's no dead draw for Denkus Dad. So this spring water is always going to refund 4 mana. So we can Mozaki into the refreshing, and then you just got to go.
71 though.
71 by the way. Still unable to find the mark of the spike shell is Wild 9, and so Guff's not going to come down for a little bit longer.
I mean, 71 is doable.
Gets the second pounds. Luckily, we were able to clear off the Imprisoned Phoenix, but doesn't have to commit the corrupted version of the Moon Touched Amulet there. Oh, there's the Conjure. All right, go.
Here we go. Let's see it. Ooh.
All right, well, all right, this is more than likely going to be a spring water, and then, okay.
Oh, there's the flow.
There's another flow.
I think you got a Cram Session sooner than later.
Yeah, you don't care. You just hope you don't overdraw your Ignites. There is the second, and we don't really care about the rest of these cards.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Mana Biscuit might have been a little bit of a choosy one. There's a good chance that there is just enough here.
I like sending the Ruined Orbs first in case you get Biscuit, but...
Yeah, I mean, these are still free. There's a chance he's ripping through the 71. We were, being a little coy about it, but this is a lot of discounts, but the Ignites cost 2. You can't cast it in those face. Just pick something. Get it out of there.
Doesn't matter.
Just pick something.
Go. Come on, this needs... Oh, I don't know what this can be, though.
You can't.
Yeah.
Just short.
And
Guff the Tough can now come down, and I wonder if... I mean, there is still no mark to copy the Guff, as I may be the biggest proponent of why Wild 9 hasn't played just yet. But I'm really not too sure why we're holding on to this.
Yeah, I don't see how you ever lose.
Like, Mage can burn you down even if Mozaki's not around, but I don't expect it to. Another Overgrowth is okay. Just getting, gain absolutely... Get us closer to that 20 cap now. And
it looks like this, again, I don't think it really matters. As long as that Mozaki's dying.
Yeah, and with the Park Panther rushing in and having Ashbringer, there's really no need to play anything else.
I wouldn't mind the 8 armor
Yeah,
to
I
be
would
safe.
not. Evolved scales or even just the feral rage, even both
Or
of
just-
them.
yeah.
16 armor makes me feel comfortable after seeing Wazaki go.
Yeah.
But
I don't see what. No, just drawing.
yeah, that's fine. I think I'm comfortable at 21
Yeah.
because the ignites only do 3 now, right? I believe they've only been cast once.
I think so. This mini
Yeah.
mage, it's gonna have to put in some work.
Mini Mage is gonna have to do a lot. There is no
Yeah.
solar to double copy the Guff, unfortunately, so
And it's an 8/8.
I mean,
But-
not quite out of it just yet, but both players are down to literally almost no cards. I mean, the world it's kind of Wild Nine's world at this moment. The Eclipse is gone.
As long as you're. Oh, you can go double duff.
I guess there's
Double
probably,
guff.
probably
there's
no
no
more
lethal.
minions. No.
No.
13? No, because we still have the ice barrier for 29.
I mean, I don't think you ever draw here. I mean, you could just scales and moon touched. And should be lethal next turn.
I think
it
just
doesn't
holding on
matter.
to the second Guff for specifically the second Mark of the Spike Shell. This should draw it, I believe. Oh no, we still have a resizing actually.
Yeah, I mean,
More armor. Make sure we don't die.
Yeah. But this is a little scary.
Yeah, I mean, there is still spell damage plus the 14 on the board. Now, you do have a 10/10 in the way, but...
There's Siphon Mana. It's more damage.
So left in the deck is 1 Ignite, and then... So 2 Ignites in there now. And then I'm really not even sure what else we might still have. Oh, just Ignites. That was literally it. All right.
I mean, start sending them face.
Oh, yeah.
No. As long as
you could just, I think you could double Ignite here.
You could even triple Ignite if you...
You can Ignite, trade, Ignite again, toss 16 to face.
Yeah.
This is getting tight. I mean...
No, there's still a lot of armor left in the hand, though.
There is, but it's very finite. Really, between Guff the Tough and the other Moon Touched, we only have a limited amount.
He's also just dead, right?
Yeah. Yes, now very dead.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't really close because there's no way to...
Yeah, Mark of the Spike Shell is going to be able to copy the Guff, play a second one, and this is more than enough. With the Ashbringer equipped, Wild Nine is going to be taking a 3-2 victory over the Dangus Dad. What a wild start.
Yeah,
Friday.
I really enjoyed that. Lots of uniqueness on both sides.
We went from Insanity, Tormentor, Demon Hunter into a Quest Druid versus the Mages got absolutely sniped here. Wouldn't you say?
They really did. They really, really did. I mean, what did Wild Nine get his mage across with again?
Wild Nine won against the Druid. Was able to fight through the early aggression of the Druid. Really punished with, some mini mage into fire sale turns. But yeah, was able to push through, and I think we're going to be able to pull Wild Nine in here for a quick interview as well. So we can question him on that Quest Druid bring, but I think we're going to find out why it was brought. Wild Nine, how you doing?
Doing good. I was stressful, but
Yeah, at one point there, we were, a little tongue in cheek saying, comfortable 71, and then all of a sudden, you were at a uncomfortable 16.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty aware that Mage can actually burn you down from a lot. So because I just kept being a little bit out of range, although I may have missed lethal somewhere, like it's possible. I'd have to like I wasn't doing a great job sitting and calculating all the mana and everything that was going on. But I think like I'm kind of aware that it's like they can still get me and then they can't fatigue, right? So like you can't go for a fatigue plan, but it was just unfortunate that like the burst cards are basically on the bottom of the deck. And then I used the lightning blooms early in order to get some tempo onto the board. I don't know if that was necessarily the right line either, but it turned out, I guess. So it was close though.
Yeah, I definitely kept forgetting that you had Ashbringer equipped. And I think that also went out of my mind of when lethals might have been available to you because I definitely forgot about the +5.
Yeah, the other part of it was that I was using, I'd have to go back and watch, like it's all blurred to me right now, but using the solar eclipses, like ideally I want to use them for burn, and I think I actually did for the most part, but it was a little bit, that part also made me a little concerned, because I do know, at that point, I did also know that he was running double frost armor, and so when you run double frost armor too, you actually do have the ability to just outlast and just like, if I don't draw well, basically, there's a way that you can just outlast the damage. So it got to kind of that point where I know that he kind of thought it was game over because he couldn't OTK me, but I was like, honestly, my hand isn't good enough to kill him at this moment. So I don't know.
Yeah, it was definitely a barn burner at the end. Now let's take a trip back in time and tell me your exact thoughts the moment you saw Keria pulling a Pit Fiend into a Tormentor.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that was fine. Like I was like, yeah, okay, that's probably a good bring given the matchup. And I honestly, I just thought, okay, that's fine. Like I honestly, based on the strategy I was going to bring, I definitely had a much better chance if it was Fel DH, obviously. But we forfeit this one. We hope that we get the wins elsewhere. So.
I was just curious with the Quest Druid ban or the bring, sorry, is that there to beat Mage? Like, is that your main reason for bringing it?
That was one reason. Honestly, I don't ever feel super comfortable like in a target mage kind of strategy, even though this is not necessarily completely a target mage strategy because obviously I brought mage, but it was also because I think my read was that it was going to be Fel DH, and Quest Druid is also good at Fel DH. So the thought was that it's good against two matchups, but it's horrible against any fast Druid. So I don't know if you noticed, but when I played that match, I was mostly just trying to keep the cards close to my chest kind of thing. Like after I saw he got it to a Heartstar, I'm like, all right, it's fine. Like we just lose this one.
I mean, smart. I don't blame you there. It was
like
kind of over on
matchup.
turn one.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was kind of like, it's like an 80-20 matchup. And then I wasn't drawing particularly well. And he drew kind of the nuts, not completely, like he didn't have, whatever on 5, right? Like I was counting the damage just like lethal if he has it on 5. So I was like, good, just like end it. But then after that, I was like, never mind, I should just leave. I'm not really even playing the match.
It was probably the right play.
I mean, there wasn't a lot of tech to hide or anything, but I was trying, like there are certain cards that like I was just drawing, like I was running hyper draw essentially. The entire, some of the tech cards that are included are basically with the entire intention of running through the entire 30, right? Like getting through the entire 30 and getting a combo off early enough. So
yeah, and that you did. Well, congratulations. You got Defias off to a great start this week, bringing yourself back to even on the season. And yeah, I mean, this is a big matchup for you guys. It's top of the standings, Defias versus the Stubbs, who are kind of sitting right underneath you. So some pretty good points here.
Yeah, no, it's a huge week. Like I feel like at least in gold so far, every single week we've played just really good people. So it feels like the last 4 weeks were all like potential playoff teams essentially. So definitely feel like we got to get the points wherever we can. So
Awesome. Well, congratulations again, and good luck in the rest of the season. And well, we'll see you in about 2 hours.
Yeah. Great. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Have a
Go
good
drink
time.
some water. Have a good
Yeah,
one.
rehydrate.
Later, guys.
Yeah, we are just about ready on jumping over conferences, but still sticking with Legacy. We're going to have the Chosen Pie from 8 p.m. All Points Matter versus Electric Sheep City from STDs, the standard THL Degenerates. It's the battle of the three-letter acronyms. We got Demon Hunter, Druid, Hunter, Rogue versus Druid, Hunter, Paladin, Rogue. So here's our first Paladin of the night. To nobody's surprise, both Rogues have been banned. Goodbye, Rogue. We will see you maybe next time.
We won't miss you, though.
We will not miss you. That is completely correct. But I think we're more than likely ready to go. Without further ado, we can get these guys rolling, Zaku.
This is going to be a very, very different one because, I mean, you've got to say the focus of the last series was just Mage.
Yes.
And we don't have any of those.
This is going to be fast. Is a way I would describe it. It's even with the brings here, I don't see a whole lot of counter lineup. I don't see Tormentor Demon Hunter coming from the Chosen Pie here. I could be wrong. I have been wrong before. I will be wrong again. But it's just not something I'm specifically looking for. I would assume these are your atypical meta decks. Some Fel DH, some Beast Hunter, or Beast Druid. I wish Beast Hunter was a thing.
If only.
If only. It's close. Just needs a little bit of help.
It really, just doesn't start well.
It doesn't finish well either. It usually finishes with me quitting, going, why did I even do this?
I feel like Beast Hunter was actually my go-to deck this meta on day one of the expansion. And it was only my day one deck because it didn't make it to day two.
They're just thinking about what are going to lead out. This big thoughts. What are you leading out first here, Yadster?
I feel like I like the Paladin. I mean,
yeah,
Paladin
good.
I'm surprised there's only one Paladin. Like, it just seems good.
Surprised, yeah. And we are going to see a Druid into a Hunter. I'm not surprised to see the Hunter out of E-Sheep. After being on his team for about 3 seasons, he is a big proponent and a big fan of Face Hunter. But that being said, the Chosen Pie getting a very good start here. A little bit more of a standard aggro druid with the Claw Fury Adepts, and actually has an Iron Trog, but E-Sheep answers with one of his own.
And I feel like, the Hunter uses spells a lot more than the Druid does.
Yes, the Hunter is going to use quite a bit more, but that being said, they're very similar in what they actually are. Doggy Biscuit just also kind of owns here. You just trade the Trog and what happens? The only way you beat this is by playing spells from the Chosen Pie. I think Sheep needs to take a trade here.
Ooh.
Full disrespect.
That lets him clear with the Claw Fury.
It does, because it's going to be able to give. He'd lose his entire board, but
if he could see E-Sheep's hand, he'd
He would regret it.
Insta. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, and then ramming. I mean, if the trades don't happen here, man,
really?
Ouch. I mean,
Oh,
the also only way that you lose this matchup is as the Druid typically is losing board because there is no comeback mechanic. But now, Sheep's in kind of an awkward position. Could just trade and aim shot, which I'm expecting here. Yeah, so going to take the Trogs away. And can get a little bit more favorable into the Claw Fury Adepts now that we have these Marsupials on the board.
On the board. Just Peasant and Claw Fury.
Yeah, push one face, get a Peasant down, and get a 2/3 on the board. It seems okay.
Yep. And Hunter, I mean, this hand, you can kill
not,
the Peasant, but that's all you're doing.
Yeah, it's not boding very well at this point. Sheep definitely needs a little bit more gas here.
What do you even want here? I guess, do you ever go for just hope you get the charge? Because
I'll go for not with that. I mean, you could still just go for the Demon Companion. It doesn't really matter.
Or he's going for the piercing shot.
That's fine because turn 5 we can ramming mount Demon Companion with the Crescent, and then whatever comes out is pretty much protected. Especially if we get the charge, we can take some double trades.
And while this play looks good, this is pretty decent for E-Sheep, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be able to take care of the Oracle fairly nicely.
And then I guess Intrepid's just more consistent, so there's no reason to Demon Companion. But this needs a quick shot really bad.
I think we still have, even if we low roll on the Companion, it was still enough, right?
Yeah, but if you low roll on the... what scenario is the Companion better, I guess?
All right.
No.
Caster 101. Respec.
Uh-oh. I still haven't fixed that.
It is a very massive surprise to me that they haven't fixed that. Especially since, Druid is still a thing. But
yeah.
I digress. We are back. Sorry for the quick lapse. Actually, I don't have Sheep. Let me attempt to do this one more time. Yeah, I always wonder when they're going to fix that. I don't even know what the spectator but could I'm by no means a developer or a coder, but it feels like it could be something that's an easy fix.
For their sake, I hope it's not.
Yeah, maybe it won't, and they'll just have to rotate it, and it'll stay there forever. They won't give Aggro Druid any more support.
Just hope it dies away. But they almost did the opposite of that, giving them aggro beast cards.
Yeah, that's very true. Alright, well, Demon Companion coming down here. It is going to be, yes, none other than Refa. And a piercing shot's pretty decent to deal with this 4-1. Both are kind of in top deck mode at this rate.
I almost liked hero power there.
You don't want to have to take the additional 4 if you don't need to. And you're always going to hero power next turn, right? So
I guess, yeah, I kind of like just piercing shot and hero power. Because I feel like you never win this board back, do you? I guess Rhino.
I mean, I don't think you're winning the board back. I think you're hoping for quick shots and top decks, and Wolf Retaker is not the top deck you want to be finding. Going?
Yeah.
Okay. Just gonna play around the possible second Hog Merchant.
And then hope to draw.
Well, there it is. Wow, punish
Wow.
dodge. Very well played by Sheep there. Although,
Won't matter, though.
yeah, at the end of the day, ultimately, Chosen Pie is going to go up to 15 this turn, and I don't think there's enough mana and burn combined that Sheep can kind of win this one out.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything. Unless, I don't know, maybe has a mountain bear hit up his back pocket.
Yeah, maybe there's a wall of taunts about to come out, but even from quick shots to drawing some more stuff.
Maybe you go quick shot, Rinling's rifle into explosive trap.
That's
Nah.
the one. Ooh.
That's not it.
Wrangler, unfortunately, is just not going to do it. Chosen Pie is going to take the first win of the match, a 1-0 Druid over Hunter.
That's
Kind
not a
of
huge
how that
surprise.
one is expected to go, though. Typically, aggro Druid just does a lot better because of the massive board turns that they can have, and just taking some value trades as well through buff cards. I mean, I do think not trading off on the Trogs turn 1 was kind of suspect, especially our hand was not very reactive, so... But either way, almost got there, just kind of ran out of draw, looking for a Barak to bail him out.
And what do you expect to come out here? Do you think he tries and get the Hunter across?
Yeah, I think
Or-
we see Hunter again from Sheep. Maybe not, though, because there is still a Demon Hunter available, but yeah, she's going to pivot right into the Druid here.
And this is looking like a more... Okay, Rustroot, that Viper is good to know.
Viper's good to know. Not going to do much in this one. I'm interested. Wow. Skull is gone as well. That is that's a tough one. I mean, it's probably better as Beast Druid can get off to a fantastic start, and you really just need to be able to clear the board and stay as healthy as possible. An okay start from Sheep. I will like to point out that Sheep typically only plays decks that are fully golden.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, and it's looking like this one is following suit. If you're watching the Hunter one, it is definitely completely golden. Whereas I'm not too sure about the Beast Druid. We'll have
So
to keep
far.
watching. Yeah.
I mean, if he has Wing Commander Golden, I'm going to assume he has everything.
More than likely, yeah. More than likely, Wing Commander being the golden. He probably spent the rest of the gold to make it there. Fellscreen Blast with the Arcanist is going to be deadly in this matchup going forward. Not right now, but definitely when there's a board of taunts and you need to be able to clear something. Now, on
There's
the other
Jace.
hand, Jace is pretty dead.
Yeah.
Not only is Jace dead, Jace is now going to clog your hand for a very long time if you're not able to find ways to outcast and keep skulls on the far right now.
If we make it to turn 6, that is.
Yeah, that is also...
Aldraki Warblades is good, but it can't be the only thing.
Ooh, another extremely expensive draw from the Chosen Pie.
But Ishii didn't have an explosive start.
Not yet.
That's
There is
true.
the Oracle. Living Seed, I'd be interested to see if Sheep is playing the Kazakus, Ghidra, or the Panther version. Yuck. These are yuck.
Yeah. Just hero power.
Yeah,
I guess-
composting for next turn, or even an Arbor
Probably-
to be completely fair.
Yeah, it's probably the Arbor up.
Wow, still just not what you want to be seeing from the Chosen Pie. I mean, I think you just chill. I don't think you want to use the second swing here.
No, I agree there.
Even with second Eldrazi in hand, you're really not accomplishing any healing. I mean, from Sheep's side, he can only be assuming one of two things. There's no AoE, or you're really waiting for a big AoE turn.
Oh, he's going for it.
All right.
I mean, it does hurt to float 3 mana or 4 mana.
It hurts, but one Eldrazi gone. Sheep has a little bit more information now, and here comes the Arbor up turn 4 with, there is a clean way now with Arcanist Fellscream Blast to deal with this, but the hand is
what's the follow-up?
Oh, it actually could Fellfire Deadeye for a free hero power and clear off the other 4/3, so just leaving a 2/2 on board for this turn.
You don't even need to play the Fellfire if you do that.
You don't need to, but it just gives you a 2/3 on board.
That's true. A 2/3 and a 1/3. Outside
of, top decking Kurtrus at this rate, I'm not really sure if we're going for the combo. I guess it doesn't really matter which one you hit here.
Yeah. Well, I guess you want to attack first to...
Yeah. Maximize your heal. Good to go back up to full health here. See, that's kind of wave 1 done. So now Living Seed is going to discount by 2. There has been quite a few Beast plays. Matriarchs. I mean, Matriarchs here could be insane.
Are they 0? Oh,
1.
Not quite.
Ooh.
I
think you just want to go
easy.
with... I think you're just adorable, right? Adorable in your composting?
I think so. And then
you set the
big turn next turn.
Because I do like adorable trading the Fellfire and then you can composting and then massive swing next turn. Even hold on to this Marsupial. You can even hold the composting and play it on the turn that you want to do the big swing turn. You can just hero power here. I really like that.
Yeah, I mean, you might be thinking about... You never play the Matriarch here in composting, do you?
No, not with double Oracle in hand. I mean, you could.
Yeah, you're right.
But there's a double Oracle in hand. Really, it could be a double Oracle turn next and just flood the board with 4 Matriarchs. Ooh.
That's
something.
That's close. It's not good but it can be great.
Yeah, no spell damage to be found, so that's not going to be able to deal with a board of Matriarchs. It can barely deal with a board of Cubs right now.
Yeah. He just needs one more turn, and then... I don't even know, though. Like, Jace isn't really doing anything.
Jace has a Spell Scream inside right now.
He could play the Fury this turn.
Yeah.
Or next turn.
That's so heartbreaking. Oh, wow.
Boy.
So, Oracle, Matriarch, Peasant composting?
Yeah.
Is that too much? Is that too much card draw?
No. It's never too much card draw.
I guess if they full clear, the peasants don't draw, and then... Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
Well, it's spell damage or bust?
That's not spell damage. I mean, you can kill off a lot of damage.
I mean, there's 14 attacks.
Clear?
There's 14 attacks, not a full clear.
Pretty close. But then they just have a full hand.
Yeah, you're essentially clearing the Matriarchs and the Oracle plus the 3/1 here. Peasants are still alive.
At some point, you just give up and accept that they're gonna have every card in their deck.
Now, there was an interesting.
Oh, you can full clear.
Oh, right, weapon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holding the swing is gonna
this hand doesn't
kind of not good.
Yeah.
Okay, Living Seed is gonna be just guaranteed. But Moonlit to go for second matriarch misses.
Moonlit into Moonlit? I don't know. This feels like it should be much better.
It feels like you should, but this is kind of how sometimes you just miss with Beast Druid. So you can't. He actually play a card here because the Moonlit will draw a Moonlit, plus it will still draw you another card. And this is not the turn that eSheep wanted to have. This is going to give the Chosen Pie pretty much all the flexibility in the world.
This is a perfect turn to draw a skull, I guess. Wow.
Finally.
There's the owl, but...
I think you just take it, right? You just take it and double play it?
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, really?
Oh. I like to double play it because now you're going to overdraw. At least that way you kill a card into your hand, and of course...
The skull.
It's the skull off the top.
That's pretty good. Yeah, things have turned around.
Yeah, this is now a completely different game. Druid of the Reef is not the worst draw. All right, board number 2.
Yes, I guess with the what is this Kurtrus at? 7-4. Okay,
they're at 7-4, so Kurtrus can definitely clear off.
That is a great draw.
Thalanos and Immos and everything here is just fantastic. That's going to be a full clear. And can just stick 7-4s.
Yeah, and skull while you're at it.
Just, 3
mana, yeah.
Yeah, so...
that was maybe even set up lethal.
Double ammo here, full clears. Just going to use the healthy. I kind of like getting Kurtrus up.
Yeah, I do too, but...
You just go ammo... It doesn't full clear is the issue.
I guess you can check this Illidari studies first, I guess.
Right. I mean... I don't think anything really matters. I don't think it wants.
Yeah.
So I think we're locked into a double MO this turn because the Thalanos will die and these will still be alive at 4. I think you're fine double MO because you have the Jace.
Exactly, and I think there's a way to maybe even set up lethal next turn. You don't need it. You have all the time in the world.
Yeah, I mean, this is, from that one turn, unfortunately, the sheep wasn't able to draw with the Moonlight guidances. It's now, and doesn't find the Matriarch. Both Oracles are gone now as well, so no more big swing turns are going to be coming from sheep. Nothing crazy. Just going to make board number 3.
It doesn't even matter as long as he's playing 3 cards in this hand.
I mean, Fel Barrage into Chaos into Kurtrus. It's just everything that the Demon Hunter needs to really solidify the game here.
And it doesn't. It's just over. I mean, there's nothing. Kurtrus.
Get the swing in. Make them 8/4s.
Come on. We want 8/4s. Oh.
It's really deciding how the turn wants to get played out here. I mean, there's really such a multitude of decisions here that they're all correct, I feel.
Yeah.
There's really nothing that I'm feeling is wrong. I still just want to rip a Fel Barrage. I mean, maybe we're holding the Fel Barrage simply because 2/2s are spawning. Oh, missed them as 8/4s. Rip the dream.
No.
Just wanted to get an extra 2. Selfish.
But you're gonna get the 2 next turn.
And then this Jace will more likely set up lethal. That's also why I kind of want to get the Fel Barrage in there if we're planning to Jace next turn. Chances are we might not be, but
I feel like it's just lethal either way with Jace. Jace does a lot.
Jace
Double
is a lot.
Fury.
Jace is going to be and they're
Chaos.
double, and they're full Fury, so that's 8 chaos, double chaos, or no, single chaos, right?
And you can play the Fel Barrage before.
Yeah, for 10, and yeah, Fel Barrage. There's a ton of damage, and Immolation Auras, depending on order of operations that they go off, Fel Screams, things should be clear, but
Yeah. And I think Expendable Performers and Fel Barrage is just lethal too.
it could be. But
No, it's one off. It's one
why
off.
APM when you can Jace?
We like Jace. Jace does kill off your. Nah, it doesn't matter.
I truly think at this rate, especially as you said, the Fel Barrage. I honestly think we might want to play the Fel Barrage afterwards because this Immolation Aura always clears his board completely, and then we guarantee the 4 to face
Instead of it possibly going off first, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, there's really nothing that's wrong. What are we taking?
Yeah. I guess that's 4 damage too.
I suppose. Yeah, it's also 4 damage. It's just lethal a multitude of ways, no matter really which way you split it. I guess the 7/4 going in does get you the 2. But, yeah. He's going to be the Fel Blast to face. Spellspring Blast, the own minion, Immolation Auras don't even matter right now. And that will be the Fel DH over the Taunt Druid.
This might be a quick one.
Yeah, I mean, Pi is off to a great start, but still has to get through with their own Hunter, which...
Okay, yeah. This could be tricky.
Do you bring the Druid back if you're Sheep, or do you bring this Paladin out? I don't think you want to go for a mirror match here.
You have no reason to. I like the Druid.
Yeah, because, on those swing turns, that first swing turn Sheep had, the Face Hunter is essentially locked out. But a Paladin's got the healing. And that's what we're going to see.
All right. We'll see if it pays off.
Right, well, Bannerman in the opening hand is always nice, but this hand by the Chosen Pi is very, very deadly early on.
Yeah, that gets it done quick, which is what you want.
And the coin as well. I mean, just a multitude right now. Sheep maybe thinking of keeping the Aldor, even thinking maybe Bannerman is too slow for this matchup right now. Wants to guarantee to get the
Samuro.
Ooh.
That's
I mean, if we survive to 7, it's very good. If we survive, oh my goodness gracious. These are just the worst draws physically possible for this deck right now for Sheep.
That's painful.
Exactly.
Just needs Nozdormu, the 4-mana one.
Yeah. Oh man, what a this is just, I really hope, the next few draws for Sheep are a little more forgiving, because right now I'm really not sure if the Pi is just thinking of Intrepid Coin Walper. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Oh, those are discounts.
That's something.
Barak is pretty good here as well for the Chosen Pi. I mean, this is just kind of the nuts draw right now. Even respecting the 1/1. This, I don't like respecting it. You gotta go face.
4 damage
Because that 1/1 trade, even if Hand of Adal is picked up, that 1/1 always trades you.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, he's here. Okay.
I'm alive. Woo, okay.
Beat.
Aldor Attendant. Yeah, though it is getting stormy out there, but we are still struggling through. I more than cut off mid-sentence because my cat jumped on me, and it scared me a lot. But that's a story for another day.
I mean, I don't hate this for Isheep right now. Like, if he needs a good draw here.
It needs to be playable, and it's not.
Oh, that's not playable.
It's going to be hero power.
Even then, I still think this is fine.
It's still okay because we go 5 into 6 into light carry L on 7. I'm not against this. Wolper's here. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if you could get a Aki, that's not bad.
Okay.
No, I really like this for
This is
Isheep.
this is getting okay.
Like, he's pushing only 3 damage. I mean, with the hero power, but I bet he goes wide here.
Quick shot.
Yeah,
Quick shot actually a weird breakpoint even still.
You have to trade.
You Kodobane? I Kodobane here.
Maybe.
Even Neophyte in the hand, you've seen.
I guess
Aldor.
Neophyte?
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You know that you've seen an Aldor, you've seen an Attendant. Yeah. This pushes the Libram of Hope 1 turn away.
Yeah. I completely missed that, I'll admit. I completely missed the Neophyte.
This is gonna be a smite turn.
Yeah, and then that's just it's just not enough, is it?
No, smite trades, and then
No?
quick shot it's not enough. That's lethal.
Wow, yeah. I mean that.
Yeah, this is gonna be 6 on board, 5 from the hand. That's gonna be 11. The Cult Neophyte seals the deal. The Librams of Hope just too far away.
Wow, that was a quick one.
Dang. Yeah, Cult Neophyte on point, able to just seal the deal there. I mean, I think clearly if that Libram of Hope's able to come down, it's probably game over for Pi, especially then Cariel comes down, gains armor, clears the board, allows you to poke, as well as just take half damage. It just seems good.
Yeah, I mean, well done. I mean, it wasn't a clear play. I mean, it was obviously the right play, but there were other options there besides the Neophyte.
It's just really unfortunate draws there for Sheep. Tried to make the most of a really awful hand and nearly got there, as you said. But no, with that, it's going to be the Chosen Pi. It takes a 3-0 victory over Sheep. And yeah, well, very nice.
Congratulations.
Thank I'm doing well. It's been a long day, but I'm still playing pretty well, so pretty happy with that.
Yeah, getting a pretty decisive 3-0 there. Pretty tight in the last matchup there. If you go back to watch your replay, I'll let you know your Neophyte absolutely sealed it for him. He did have a 6-mana Libram of Hope. Assuming you saw that because he was holding on to cards for so long. And yeah, I mean, another play there, Barak was also so tempting on 5. So really heads up play by you there.
Yeah, I was a little concerned that I was going to much into the Woltertingers, and when I saw the spell drawn off of that one man, I play enough Hearthstone. I should know the names of the cards, but I don't. But that one that draws holy spells.
The Knight of Anointment.
Was that what the Libram was drawn off of?
So he mulliganed into Libram of Hope and Cariel with the 1-drop. He then played the 1-drop and got second Libram of Hope.
Yeah.
So
I was playing around 1. I knew I couldn't win if they had both, and if it went on, it just would have steamrolled from there. That was not.
The draw after that was Varian. So, the bet, and I mean, on time, the Aldor Trueseeker and the Aldor Attendant came around just a little bit too late, unfortunately. But that's kind of the way that matchup does go. It's either Face Hunter gets it done, or it's not able to.
Yeah, there's a 3-mana spell, a Paladin spell that I was terrified of. It like gives Divine Shield and Lifesteal for a turn.
Hold the
Bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was that's why you saw me put the aim shot into a 1/3 and that hurt my soul, but I was so afraid of that.
Yeah, I don't think I mind that. Honestly, it still protected the board because at that rate, a 1/3 does take a nice trade into your 4/3, especially if there is a Hand of A'dal, top decked. So really, I don't mind the 1/3. It does protect, and it still pushes 5 damage from just the hero power itself. So with the amount of damage you had in hand, I think it's a completely reasonable play you made there.
Yeah, I was assuming that if they had Samuro, judging from the fact that they probably had to Libram of Hope in hand, I lost anyway, so I just needed to make sure I could push the maximum amount of damage with the board.
Right.
That was a strange game, but absolutely lovely.
Yeah, and I mean it's a great win for your squad as well. APM, you guys were down on the week, and now your sweep denying some points back to STDs is going to be giving you a fighting chance. Now a 7-8 game, so you got to be happy about your outcome here.
I'm excited. I'm also excited to watch my teammates. I think they play right after this, or at least some of them do. Hold on, it's been a bit of a week. There's let me double check here. I think it's Genji and Sabretooth. Okay, all right. Sabretooth's in Pro. Okay, and then all right. Well, okay, it has nothing to do with Legacy, but I look forward to playing or watching them play.
Yeah, we're gonna be switching gears a little bit. We're gonna be swapping from Legacy to our other closed deck list, Hero format, Last Hero Standing, and then last but not least, finishing up with our Pro series, the Open Deck List Conquest format that everyone knows and loves.
All right.
But
before we go, can I just give Sheep? I love you. I've known Sheep for quite a while now, and it was an absolute pleasure to play against him.
Fantastic, nice shout out. I was going to say, is this have you been in THL for a little bit now, or was this your first season?
So I subbed at the latter part of last season in Legacy, and I had a pretty mediocre performance. But I got scouted and asked to join APM as a permanent member this season, and I said yes because Mech is on the team, and Mech is one of the people that I've been watching play, or asking questions to improve my play. So the chance to be on a team with Magnificent is magnificent. Words are hard. That was too good to pass up. So.
No, absolutely. No, yeah, just asking because myself been around for a little while, so it's always nice to see new individuals coming into the community and getting involved, getting on stream. So it's very nice to see. You played a heck of a match there.
Thank you very much. I want to get on stream so that I'm more used to being on camera for the Masters Tour coming up. This is actually
Nice.
the lineup I qualified to the Masters Tour with. So,
Hey.
Congratulations, by the way, for that.
yeah, plus Face Hunter. Plus Face Hunter. Like, because it's honestly, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, you proved it here.
All right, thank you very much. And thank you for the interview. Thank you for this lovely opportunity.
No worries.
Yeah. All right. Enjoy the evening, and I'll be enjoying the games. Thank you very much.
All right, we'll see you in chat in about 15 minutes.
See you then. Bye.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. Especially being able to put a face to a name is always great. Getting the cams, getting people on stream, just finding out a little bit more than just playing the cards and typing on a keyboard. Getting to learn a little bit more, I guess, personality from people it's just wicked. But with that, I think we're going to shift gears, as I've been saying, and we're going to walk into Hero Series now, Yatchter.
Yeah, I'm excited
Oh.
to see this one.
Yeah,
Because,
I think you're playing in Hero this season, right?
yeah, we don't need to talk about that.
That's all right. I am also playing in Hero and doing just about as well.
You're doing a little better than me.
But
Oh boy.
yeah, so just for everyone that might be a little bit newer, this is a last hero standing. So you just saw Legacy, which was a conquest format. If you win with the deck, you do not have to play that. You cannot play that deck ever again. It's gone. It's done with. Last hero standing, however, if you play a deck and win with the deck, you must stay with that deck and go through your opponent's entire lineup. If you lose with that deck, it is gone forever, and then you just re-queue one of your new decks. So, long story short of a complicated situation, we can dive right into this one, though, I think, Yadster. We're going to have Neji Boston versus Genji. What do the matchups look like here for classes?
So we're gonna see some new classes here. So on Genji's side, he's got Rogue, Shaman, Warlock, and Warrior, 3 of which we have not seen tonight. And then on the other side, we have Demon Hunter, Druid, Rogue, and Shaman. So I'm excited to see the Warlock and the Warrior. I mean, they're probably just gonna be quest, but it's still something a little different.
Yeah, it is an interesting, as you said, how we shift from Conquest to the last hero standing, and the shift of decks and classes brought is pretty drastic. Warlock is something you might not see very often in Legacy, but here it's brought, and it's brought fairly regularly.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Genji doing so well too, because he was actually on my draft series team, and that was like his first introduction, and he was hoping to, I don't know, kind of prove himself there. And I mean, starting 3-0, that's as good of a way to prove yourself as anything.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, right now Neji is looking for the elusive first victory, just to push himself into the 1-3 column right now. Which, as you said, Genji getting off to a fantastic start.
And yeah, which is, I mean, it's kind of the dream to your first series, just obviously not blow everyone away, but it's kind of what he's doing. Yeah. What could they be? Any predictions?
It's very interesting because Warlock does have a little bit of a decent matchup into Rogue. Other than if it's, Poison Rogue. Warlock has some of the best mechanics to deal with early aggression. So, seeing double agents, you've got not even soul shards if you want to go that far, but you've also got Drain Souls. Soul Rend is also a fantastic card. 4 mana, deal 5 to everything, and well, just so happens Knowles have 5 and everything else has less than 5. So Warlock actually has a decent matchup, but I don't know if you can really leave that up and allow a rogue to a poison rogue to come through.
Rogue in Last Hero Standing is pretty scary.
And if I know Neji from our legacy, he is a ban rogue and ask questions later type of individual.
I feel like, right now, what do you think is the best rogue deck? Do you like the Knowles, the poison, or right now I'm running the mix of both?
Yeah, I would say if you know what you're doing with the poison rogue, it's definitely the better deck, but I think that Thief Rogue is easier to play.
I would agree with that. I'm currently struggling to hit Legend off of a 2-star bonus, which is not my proudest
2-star
moment.
bonus.
Yeah, I know. I still can't do it. So it's yeah. But the deck's definitely good. I think it's
fantastic. Like I said, I
think it might be me.
It's one of the decks that just if you know what you're doing with it, it's almost unstoppable. The power that Scabs has to literally delete any tempo your opponent might have thought they could develop is just insanity. And then developing 2 4/2s with stealth and then possibly a hero power with something behind it, it's insane. You couple that with the Cloak of Shadows, and there's really not a whole lot that can beat it. Ergo, why it has been banned so many times. But it is also why Warlock is a lot better. Because even though they might vanish your massive board of Flesh Giants and, Scavengers and even your, 3/3 Quillbores, those are all very valuable minions to then just slam back down. Your Flesh Giants don't cost more. They're just coming down for free or very cheap. Your Scavengers still cost 1. Yes, it buys a little bit more time, but it can, just be a 1-turn delay. So...
yeah, I'm amazed it's made it this far, honestly. It's been over a month, and
it's gonna at least last for 2 more weeks.
Yeah. Big update is a week from Tuesday?
The 25th. Yes, so yeah, we're about a week and a half there. So, well, you'll have to grit and bear it. If you're not a fan, then,
Battlegrounds are pretty fun right now.
Battlegrounds is fun. Battlegrounds will be getting a massive update around the same time as well. So, maybe get in there, get yourself used to how things are right now, and then you'd be able to smoothly transition into the brand new Battlegrounds aspects that is coming around.
We won't dwell on it too long because this isn't a Battleground stream, but I'm excited for that too.
Yeah. No, just to keep everybody updated, we've got a bit of a hiccup with the bans right now. So we're just waiting on some clarification, and we'll get to going right now. But what do you think about? We were just talking about Warlock. We were just talking about Warrior, but I guess I was going to say, what about the Warrior and the Shaman? 2 decks that we haven't seen tonight as well. We've seen a lot of just aggression. Warrior is one of those decks that has the quest and then also has a weird control pivot.
That's what I was gonna say. I have on the ladder, like I haven't been playing a crazy amount, but I feel like I've played a couple control warriors, like more than I expected. And I mean, I wouldn't be super surprised to see maybe even a control warrior come out here. And then the shaman, I mean, it's got to be. Oh, what does I guess
Shaman?
OTK is OTK?
Yeah. OTK is very good it's kind of weird here, because like FelDH typically does do well into Shaman. Shaman's best matchup uh, usually is Paladin. Just because Paladin can make big things, but Shaman typically just freezes them and waits.
Makes their own big things.
Yeah, so it's interesting. I don't expect to see, although Quest Shaman usually has the better shot into other shamans, as well as, if this is a Beast Druid coming from Neji, typically has a good shot there. But I think in Hero you could take a little bit more risks, and Neji might be able to bring like a ramp Druid type of deal.
Yeah, I mean, this is very unlikely to happen, but last week I actually brought Evolve Shaman, and I mean it took 2 games, so
It's
like you said,
deck.
it's a risky deck. It's a risky deck, and it can high roll, but I can't imagine we'll see it. But
It's
it's an option.
It is one of the, like you said, high roll is really, I don't want to say it's the great recipe in Hero. It's high rolling 3 games is really not that difficult, and 2 weeks ago I got high rolled by Drekthar Druid, which was quite literally Drekthar on 4, 2 mana, or the 3 mana 2/4 Guff, and a Wounded Swordsman. And then Lightning Blooms from that point on, buffing 2/2 across the board, and you just get high rolled sometimes, and
Yep.
3 times in a row.
It can do that, yeah. All right.
Yeah, so them's the breaks. Yeah, so essentially, it's still a possibility that Genji could just really, still just beat 3 decks from Neji, and it's still okay. But as Saku said, Neji has full arsenal, so we might see a rogue. I would expect to see a rogue, to be completely honest with you. I definitely would expect to see the rogue from Neji come out first, if not maybe wait for a counter queue, but not leading with rogue seems criminal.
I would agree there. Oh. Oh. Yeah. I'm not seeing it yet either.
All right, we are in. So it is going to be a Quest Warrior coming out for Genji. Neji Boston is going to be bringing out that Demon Hunter. I'd be interested to see, once I get this eyeball clicked here, what we're looking at. Is it going to be Fel, or is it going to be... Haha, it's a lie. It's a rogue. We tricked you all.
I still can't see Genji here, but
just try to reload into the game,
yeah,
into the spectator there. Might just be a bit of a glitch there. So Genji gonna get the quest done up here. Looks like Neji is playing the poison hybrid with the Knolls, as you were talking about earlier there, Yatcher. So, gonna look to see how well Neji can play this one. Kind of a really clunky hand here for Genji, not being able to play any of his pirates early on. It's already turn 3 and nothing has been played just yet.
I haven't even seen the board, and I don't like his spot.
You don't need to see the board because nothing has been played on board. Neji Boston, finally the first one to break the stalemate, is going to prep a cutting class. Prep a swindle. And play Maestra down on the board.
Okay. I'm in now, and
all right.
That Rust Root, that Viper that's big.
It's there. It's Viper. It doesn't necessarily have the same, I guess,
just win the game
that it does. Yeah, Poison Rogue. When you would Viper a Poison Rogue, or I guess Ooze back in the day, it really just stopped Poison Rogue in its tracks. But now with the hybrid form of Garrots plus Knolls that are coming down for essentially free, you don't need to really pull the. Did what? Sorry.
Did Neji trade on turn 1 or before he did the swindle?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure. I was still loading in just because he wasn't right into it. I don't believe he did. I do believe it was a prep swindle.
So because he prepped there, that's the Knolls are not going to be 0.
He did draw 3 cards regularly.
3 cards? So yeah. I guess, okay.
So they are at least 2 mana, I believe, if I was keeping track properly. But you're correct. Yeah, the prep would not make the swindle draw non-rogue cards. There's this Shank finally.
That's a little awkward.
I think you got to take it anyway.
I agree, but
and then
I mean,
does Genji just fly this Viper out here?
I guess just Viper and
the Stonewall is so clean here.
Ooh, Defias though.
Yeah, Viper Cannoneer. That's gonna push.
Oh boy,
a lot of damage.
Let's see what weapon he's.
I'm assuming it's the Wheatstone.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I mean, double cloak is nice, but you have to be doing stuff alongside of it.
Yeah, I would expect to see the cloaks a little bit later on when Neji's really dying honestly really dying and just trying to dodge any damage. Really just pulling for. Okay, so they cost 1.
1. Okay, that's fine.
It's fine, but it's actually still very awkward here.
Yeah, it'd be a big deal if it cost 0.
Yes, costing 0 clears the board. Costing 1 makes this trade very awkward, or just not get played.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think of Mr. Smite here? Is that ever right?
Not with the Cannoneer.
But, so you can put him to...
Cannoneer pushes... This is 5 with the Wheatstone. It's 8, and then... Because the issue is that you still need to be able to swing into something for the Defias Cannoneer, so there's never a time where you're going to be able to, kill a cloaked...
that's all I was thinking, but you're right.
Unless, the Knoll comes down and then the swing is into a Knoll, but
it's just, if you play Mr. Smite, then the Knoll's probably not sticking around.
Also, if he just goes, he can actually get the Wheatstone out as well. I was gonna say if he captained and Defias, but just gonna push 5, gonna push 8 here.
I like it.
Actually, it does set up next turn. Smite got the buff.
There's no way Neji doesn't cloak here, though.
He's gonna cloak, but if he nulls, he's almost destroying himself.
But if he nulls, he's killing the Cannoneer, right?
If he nulls, he kills the Cannoneer, but then the hero power, or the quest completion.
That's 4, and then
there's 4, and then still not enough to push through the damage.
He's just not killing him. Like, Neji he can live, but living isn't enough.
Living is not enough, but buying turns with it could get Neji towards Scabs, right?
Yeah, that's really.
It could get him towards second Tusk, which can then really help with dealing off the board. We have seen one paralytic poison. We do have the second one in hand. Maybe just goes for a clear
and hope that there's.
Oh no, he nulled.
Yeah. But there's no more Cannoneers, so he knows he won't be punished because of that.
That is true. Gonna cloak up to avoid the smite. Shiver Their Timber is not gonna do it. It's actually now kind of a little bit more awkward because playing the pirate is gonna complete the quest, which can then absorb. The null could absorb 2 damage.
Could just Shiver Their Timbers first.
Yeah, very pot. Yeah. That would guarantee the 4 to face.
And then Scabs put you at 9, and then
you just hope they don't have second cloak.
Yeah. I think I like Shiver than Stonewall.
Wonder if he ever wants to swing onto this null just to get a little more damage, possibly onto the smite. I don't think it's proper.
I mean, it's worth thinking about, but
I do like your Shiver. Whoa!
Mr. Smite is.
Put that down. I do like your Shiver. Yeah, all right. Beautiful.
I don't mind this either. I mean, armor it could be a big deal.
Alright, but as you said, there are no more Defias Cannoneers in the deck, and that is part 2 of the quest completed. Outside of Juggernaut, there is no way. I kind of liked holding on to South Sea Captain and playing the Anchorman there, just because if we top deck another pirate, we can't always play it with Anchorman, but if we held on to the South Sea, we could have actually played like a Sword Eater. We won't be able to do that if we get it, but more than likely we'll be able to play whatever pirate we get with the Anchorman here.
This just isn't getting any better for Neji too, because I'd love to draw this turn, but then you're not playing Cloak, and I mean you can't do that. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Cloak. You just set up the dagger, Cloak and pray,
and then hope to draw Scabs.
I mean, now Neji does have 12 cards left in deck. Getting down to that finite point where he might just be able to go for the Garrote OTK.
30. It's not 30 though, is it?
Yeah. With Garrotes plus, I guess it really depends on if there's still one Wicked Stab in the deck as well. Especially if we find Scabs, it's going to help a lot. And there's Harbor Scam, so that is definitely going to be playable. And I would assume a Rokara this turn.
It's possible
anyway.
A what one?
I'm playing that.
Yeah.
Whoa,
really? Huh. That's. I guess he wants to pair it with the Mr. Smite. Okay.
I suppose.
Yeah, because this play gives him lethal through Scabs, but No, Scabs is bringing back the.
Scabs
Yeah.
bounces, and
Yeah.
it still does give him lethal through Scabs because Smite plus Cargo is the 9, with Smite holding on to that 1 buff.
So yeah, I'm confused by that, but I mean, maybe we'll ask him about it if he wins.
Yeah, I think that's the case. I think you nailed it there. That this is still lethal. Even with the bounce back from Scabs, it sets him to 9, and yeah, unfortunately, both shadows are gone. Scabs is not playable at this point in time. Neji just trying to stay alive, hoping there is no Mr. Smite in hand. But unfortunately, he's going to be met with a very upsetting feat.
I mean, that was just the Viper just kind of shut him down.
Yeah, Neji went in kind of an all-in to try and bail out not having Shank, and unfortunately, that Viper was timely on that, and wow, something you don't see very often: a rogue being played and a rogue being beaten.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why everyone's banning it. It's 0-1 tonight.
You heard it here first. Rogue is okay. Leave it alone. Well, Neji's Rogue is now gone. He still has the rest of his decks available. He does have the read that it is now a quest warrior, so doesn't have to worry about any control shenanigans that might have been facing him. So I wonder if this is like a Fel DH, if maybe we see that come through, or even a quest shaman, something of that nature here.
Yeah, I feel like it's not Quest Shaman. At least I'm sure the deck wins, but I feel like I haven't lost to a Quest Shaman in weeks.
Quest Shaman got me to Legend, my friend.
Really?
Yes.
This month?
Absolutely. They never expect the Quest Shaman.
I mean, I guess
think you're a rogue.
I'm the guy who can't hit it off a 2-star bonus, so maybe I shouldn't be talking.
They always hit it. They always think you're a rogue, and then when you're not, they always think you're OTK. And then when you're not, that's when you hit them with the turn 1 quest.
Do you ever throw in a guild trader so you can trade it on 1?
No, maybe I should start doing that to my quest hunters. Take out, put in a guild trader just to hit them with that spicy trade on 1. Forego the quest on 1. Trade on 1 is the new quest shaman. But
you can just toss the quest and trade into it.
That's it. All right, so we are going to see the quest warrior coming back out for Genji as he needs to, but this actually looks like a ramp druid from Neji. Am I seeing this correctly?
I think you are. I hope we can get some Yogs in this game.
Yeah, Yogg would be fantastic. This looks like a better hand for Genji. Not the worst hand in the world for Neji as well. Has the Bog Beam, has a Lunar as well. Even double Moon Touch just to fight back, and then can Umbral first. So, I mean, as a ramp druid, this is typically as defensive as you possibly can get. That is a Yashiraj. So this is more towards... Is this more belly druid then? Possibly running the Abominations with the Strongman.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I mean, I've never played the deck, but again, Tice does well with it.
So fun.
I just don't have Guff. I don't know why I don't have Guff, but I don't.
Guff is the stuff. You gotta craft the Guff.
I really should.
So, interesting turn here from Neji. Like, cannot corrupt the Moontouch Amulets and definitely wants to. Maybe just goes looking for... What if he resizings for 0, try to find the Lightning Bloom? Nope.
I think he wants this Owl to corrupt them.
Yeah, and this is
Yeah.
as good of a corruption target, or I guess an owl target, as you're going to find.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
this is a nice start for Genji too, though.
yeah, Genji finding a really nice curve. Gonna be able to really get quests done extremely quickly and can go for that Harbor Scamp Rokara turn that is so synonymous. All right, so
That's a moonlit.
yeah, I think
But
you're
yeah.
right. Umbreal's gonna corrupt the moonlets or the moon touched amulets.
Yeah,
And
I think that's right.
yeah, leaves you on board. The only other
And
thing is
then,
maybe he goes for like resizing pouch for a 4-drop and plays that 4-drop just he fully used mana. Could get like an overgrowth or something like that, but I think this is too clean.
yeah, I think so too. I mean, you can go. You never. Oh wow, this is a nice curve. You never like double moon touch this turn, and then no. I was wondering if he ever like played the resizing pouch here for Lightning Bloom and then tried to Yasharaj on 8, but it's probably wise
Yeah,
to not do that.
it's an option. I mean,
Holy speedrunning the quest.
this is
You can play it next turn.
Yeah, can actually just play Rokara next turn with the coin in hand. That's insane. I mean,
Maximizes face damage.
yeah, as wow.
Did you ever coin it? Why would you? You may as well coin it that turn, right?
Well, it doesn't tell him what he has, right? If you're coining a deckhand, that probably tells Neji that you've got something like deckhand Rokara as well. There's the bloom.
That's true. Do you ever? How much mana
But there's
does he
also
have?
solar. You can solar a moon touched.
Can he get the abominable out this turn? I don't know.
He's at 6 mana. So he's at
could.
5. He could get the A-bomb down, but
I mean that could scare away a Rokara. I mean it wouldn't, but
I don't know.
I feel like he's in. I think I'm just caster visioning this. He's not expecting a Rokara next turn.
No, and I think that's why Genji held on to this coin with the double deckhand. There's really no need to play them out. Really, all it does is it just gets your deckhand killed.
Yeah.
And I mean,
here we go.
He could complete it, which I fully expect him to. Yeah.
And while Neji's hand is, his next turn is going to be good, but is it good enough? If he, can top deck a Lightning Bloom, maybe, in this, I don't know.
Here's A-bomb.
See,
with
can he
strong man?
A-bomb
has to eat. Oh my goodness. Outside of a Mr. I think that's just lethal. Double freebooter. Yeah, that's just lethal. Double freebooter, and then you've got 18.
Yeah.
It's 100% lethal. Yeah.
Yeah. I think you could have done one more damage there, or two. It doesn't matter.
It really doesn't matter. It truly does not matter.
I don't know. You can put him at -3. It looks better.
It looks better, but, negative is negative, and wow, I did not expect this Quest Warrior to start doing so well. Genji has been playing this extremely well, taking down the Ramp Druid now from Neji, and,
Shaman?
We're getting right back into it. Neji knows what he wants to bring. I feel like this is Demon Hunter.
Yep.
Yeah. Slams the Demon Hunter. It's got to be a fell. Indeed, it is. So, Neji is now stuck with this Demon Hunter, even though there was no ban right off the bat.
And then I mean, Shaman. Oh, sorry. I feel like even if Genji loses this, Warlock is good, right?
Yeah, Warlock into Fel DH is probably not the matchup Neji is very excited for. Even Shaman is not exactly the matchup he's looking for because outside of an elite aggro shaman, most shamans play no cards on board anyway. For that is.
Yeah, I mean, and just Mutinous is just really good.
All right, so here comes the quest. Another really fantastic hand for Genji
Yeah.
to start this one off. But, Neji has a few answers now.
Do you like
Is it ever a
Thalanos?
Thalanos? I was just about to say, I kind of like Thalanos.
I'm not sure it's right, but I know I would 100% play it.
Yeah, I don't care about pushing 1 damage. I care about drawing cards and being able to deal 6 to, whatever comes out here. Fel Barrage is going to look very nice here. Could also just do that. Yeah, this protects Thalanos.
Protects that. Hit him for 1. Only 28 to go.
Oh,
wow.
We see coin here. We're just going to play it a little bit slower. It's a tough one because Bloodseal isn't going to get anything from it. But it's going to go for it, and unfortunately,
Yeah.
it's going to get very punished by this Fel Barrage.
Yeah, I mean, this is what Neji needed. I just, the pressure just doesn't stop, though.
It doesn't stop, but Neji does have a lot of, he does have the Arcanist with the Immolation to deal 6, and really there's no board that has more than 6 health outside of Rokara in this matchup.
What do you think of that swing?
I think Neji just wants to burn, to be completely fair. I don't think he's really trying to sit back and let this one go.
I feel like, I don't know. I don't like that swing there, but.
Oh, Vecterodon, how you doing?
Do you go for? Yeah, you go for it.
I think you've got that into an Arcanist Immolation.
You're gonna take a lot of damage this
You're
turn.
gonna take a lot of damage. You do have the Chaos Leech.
You take 12 from cannons alone. Actually, no. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, unfortunately, not able to do it.
I mean, obviously, he didn't have the Magtheridon, but if he had that weapon, that turn would have been a lot smoother.
Right, Cargo Guard picked up, but yeah, just second Cannoneer with a free booter behind it.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, this is 9 damage this turn alone.
Really
Actually, 11.
I mean, if you can get Kurtrus, that's really, really, really good.
Not.
Yeah, this is just awkward.
Like I don't know. He doesn't want to do the Arcanist with the Immolation Aura into a board that is just so. Like this is not a very threatening board at the moment.
It's really not. I mean, you could just hope to top deck like a Fell Scream and just tank the 3 damage.
I don't think so because if Smite is in hand,
that's true.
This is like you just allow it to kind of continue to steamroll. You're taking 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 from just this board alone with the swing from the weapon and the Cannoneer. So really Smite isn't lethal, but there have been 2 swings and you haven't seen what technically those swings have hit. Just going to go empty aura and hero power down to Bias.
I think I like it. I mean, I don't like it, but...
Now, I will say, Neji's, from this point on, things are playable. So Expendable Performers, for instance, is going to be able to, clear off any more large boards.
And No Rokara coming down this turn.
Yes, that is also.
That is. I mean, from
think-
Neji's, the way these games have been going, I would be just assuming it's coming.
Yeah, I'd be pretty delighted if not seeing Rokara on turn 6 as was seen last game. But gaining 6 armor is going to be very nice. Fel Furious. Ooh.
Just
It's
expendable, right?
Yeah, it's just performers here.
I mean, yeah. It gives him if he draws Kurtrus next turn,
I was gonna say Kurtrus next turn is very
a lot of damage.
very nice with the combo, very close to being completed already. Oh, a Stormwind freebooter now, but I mean, we just see Rokara.
Rokara, I mean, he knew it was coming, but at least nothing came alongside with it.
All right, what is going to find a Hellscream is? I mean, it's helpful with the Talented Arcanist in hand.
Yeah.
It's not exactly going to help at all here. Do you ever see? Oh my goodness, is he gonna have to second Expendables this?
I was just thinking, is there a way you can if you trade 2 in, and then now the numbers don't work out.
I think he's gonna Meg Talented Fellscream.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah.
definitely the play. I didn't even see that, I'll admit.
Yeah, he's gonna heal back up to 9, or heal at 9 here, kills the Rokara, and then gets the 12/12 on the board to soak up a little damage from the Juggernaut and whatever pirate might come out of it. But I mean,
And just hope get something great next turn.
all right, Juggernaut roll.
Okay.
All right, could be
Okay.
worse, and actually dodges the Megtheridon. I maybe honestly Neji would have liked it to hit his face there, because now this is a little bit more manageable for Genji to deal with.
I don't
Actually,
think
it's
he's
still fairly awkward. Holy,
Yeah.
this
that was-
mana break is because
Like-
we could go to 3, 4, 5. Yeah,
If you wanted, you could kill the Megtheridon,
Mm,
because the Anchorman is a 5 attack.
yeah, it would give him. Yeah, if he wants to take 12, but that's kind of I'm trying to look. To see if
Yeah.
he can, but man, taking 12 seems very upsetting.
Yeah, that's true. 10 health is not a lot. He could, I mean, he's scared of Jace, Fury Jace. That's a lot of damage. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
there's
saying
been
that sentence a lot, but
Oh, that's kind of been the way this has been. But yeah, gonna
Yeah.
take the 12 here. Isn't going to get the draw off of the Stonewall Anchorman. I don't think it really matters.
oh, this is a tough call.
I think we're completely out on OTK at this rate. I think slamming this Expendables is probably the best
And then
outcome
just-
we're going to get.
Toss the Deadeye too.
No, because I think we want full draw. I mean, we can do it afterwards.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think at this rate, with the damage that we can put together through Jace, I don't think we're ever worried about an OTK in this matchup anymore.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you just need Skull, Skull into Kurtrus, and he has a lot of good options.
Yeah, Skull is
I mean-
great. I mean, even Felgorger is just more card draw, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's either healing or draw. I guess Immolation Aura is pretty bad here.
Yeah, or even Fel Barrage is kind of awkward now because, I mean, actually, Fel Barrage is just damage at this rate.
And he's at 9 with the 4 attack Fury in hand.
Just has to dodge any nonsense with
That's
Smite. Ooh, Man the Cannons cleans this up extremely nicely.
and he can get the taunt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
takes a swing and then throws down the Sword Eater.
And Chaos Leech won't even do it here. Oh, this is... Oh, that is not
Okay,
quite
well,
the draw you
see
want.
what Felgorger gets you.
Okay, I think
All
that's
right,
one of the better draws.
that's still fine.
That is not.
That is brutal.
Oh. Wow, there's no Jace, no Kurtrus.
No Skull, no Kurtrus, no Jace.
Oh.
Man. I mean, Neji has done his absolute dangest to fight through, but we're a smite away from.
I mean, these cannons have been.
Wait, is this? I was gonna say, is that lethal? But no.
No. I mean,
still no smite.
Neither of them are drawing particularly well, but in a world where both people miss, the
that could be a skull. That could be a skull.
I mean, it could still be a skull.
I don't see the choices.
Oh,
it's a spectral sight. All right, that's a skull, but it's
in the middle.
Wait. Okay, think about it.
Can't Kurtrus anymore, but you still got to do it.
Immolation aura with Arcanist is fantastic with an immolation aura.
And Jace.
Wow, with a Jace to follow it.
Oh, it's just no smite. Just needs to dodge the smite one more turn.
Is smite even lethal depending on the weapon that comes out?
Yeah.
We got 4 to face? Yeah, it would be.
There's 12 guards left. Oh, I thought that was Bulwark for a second.
Oh, I also did. Seeing a 1/4 weapon, I always assume Bulwark, but wow.
Oh, this was a tight one.
This was a barn burner.
I mean, this is just lethal. Yeah, it's
I
with the double.
think he wants to barrage. Yeah, you definitely need to barrage here. His Chaos Leash should do a lot. Fell Scream, and then there's double Furies in there. There's way more than enough. Wow, Neji finding the lines after Genji came so close to taking a 3-0 sweep with a Quest Warrior nonetheless, but Genji now has the opportunity to bring a Shaman or a Warlock into this Fel DH. What are you bringing, Yatster?
I feel like I'm bringing the Warlock. Oh man, but it depends on the Shaman.
I honestly think the Warlock, but you're right. If the Shaman fits. And it's a quest.
He's got the Shaman. It's quest. It is quest. Wow.
I don't know about this one. It makes me question. Maybe I'm misremembering the stats here, but I really feel like Fel DH was really not so bad into. Because even though you're not playing that many minions, you're still playing the 2/3 taunts. You're still playing spell damage minions, and really, if you're going to give Fel DH the time to just sit back and play cards, it can do a lot of damage.
I mean, do you keep double Felgorger?
No, I don't want any of this hand personally.
Really?
Maybe the Eldrachi. You could sell me on the Eldrachi, but the rest of this doesn't say. Skull.
That is true.
Personally, I'm looking this matchup. I'm definitely probably just looking for Skull. And
he likes it. He likes the Felgorger.
Oh, we do have coin. All right. Yeah, I don't know. You're not really going to get pressured by a quest hunter, so it's also just okay to keep. But
he did. I guess he didn't know it was Shaman or quest when he was picking the hand.
He didn't know it was quest. That's true. And actually, Genji launched the quest back into his deck.
Did he actually?
He didn't. Sorry, he played it. Sorry, I missed turn 1. He played it so quickly, I thought he launched it back into the deck. Never mind. Disregarding everything I have been saying.
We don't need that.
What
See, he knows. He was looking for the guild trade.
Good job, Saku.
He was just looking for the Guild Trader.
This is it. Like Feral Spirits is still like you're still playing minions. This is still just more for Neji to play into. Here's the first Felgorger comes down, and that's kind of a weird draw.
Would have been nice to have the Eldraki, I guess. Insta Serpent Shrine.
What's a freeze with 2 minions?
I mean,
it's a 3/3.
Yeah, it's a 3.
Right? It's a 3/3.
A high skill 3/3 at that.
Yeah.
Pops a cooler.
Pops a cooler, yeah. It's a fairly interesting one.
That's a card.
Fitting it in my Death Rattle DH, coming to a Death Rattle DH near you.
The art though is kind of scary. It's got somebody's head on an ice cream cone with an axe in it.
Yeah, I think that is a troll.
Troll, yeah.
With an axe in its head.
Yeah.
A trollsicle. That's terrifying.
Yeah, Neji, you wanna kill this guy real quick so we can.
Yeah, it
Get him
lets
outta
you in
here.
with its happy face and then baits you with a trollsicle. It's kind of an awkward turn here because we kept the Felgorger. I'm assuming we want to play it, but also I don't think Neji really is that worried about taking too much damage in this matchup, simply because he does have Arcanists with heals. Fury is not what you want to see in that situation.
No,
Can just help clear off these 3 health minions next turn, but
It's
kind of an awkward one.
And then, I mean, Genji's.
Art 1 complete. I wonder if we're going to see like a Zapper
Did you ever
blue.
Vivid Spore here?
You know what? It's kind of good, right?
I mean, it's really bad to Arcanist Immolation Aura, but it's everything else.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
there it is. I mean, it's 4 mana, and then you just get this back, I suppose?
He wasn't doing anything else with the turn.
There's a Fellscream Blast for a little healing, but again, they'll just come back.
Yeah, I like drawing first. Yeah.
I think this probably is the Arcanist. Do we have
We do have a
Fellscream that they come back, right? I mean, we almost want the Immolation Aura here.
Yeah. But doesn't have it, does he?
No, it's a full heal, and then one of these goes down. And now we can full clear with the Flurry now that we're at level 5 and it ranked up.
Used a lot to do it, though.
Used a lot, but
Card.
there's still an Illidari. We could just Illidari on it for a Skull next turn. And then there's still Chaos Strikes and Expendable Performers. Like, you know what I mean? We don't need both, and I really don't expect to be under too much duress here.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Ooh,
snap
I didn't
on
even
that
see the
opportunity. Wind Fury or probably Wind Fury, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
probably doesn't do anything. We're trading.
Okay, it's the 1/3. Oh,
I
I
guess
respect
he's
the
just-
1/3 that much.
Just thinking that
That's a
he'll
card
just heal up to
draw.
30 anyways.
Card draw is good.
Yeah.
All
Let's
right,
do
that's
it.
nice. Warblades. Neji's got like
Yeah.
1, maybe 2 more clears in the hand right now.
He's gonna, again, just needs the Kurtrus. Even Jace is, it's alright. Like, I do like the face there. I mean, Canal Snog, yeah. In
Right.
hindsight, I don't like it, but
Art 2 gonna be complete.
very soon.
No.
I mean,
Just shy. Oh, there's the skull.
still.
Do we have
Can he
time?
play it? You gotta assume you're gonna
Wind
get.
Fury in hand. I mean, this cast division.
It's a lot of. I mean,
He
here
is
we go
overloaded
again.
for 2, so he's got.
He's got 13,
But he's got the overdraft.
13 on board right now. So
Yeah, so he's got, Wind Fury, the 6 mana. Now he's just going to go for a safe clear.
And I guess
But then Skull gets so stuck.
it really does. Like this board has. I mean, you could expendable here, but
Expendable doesn't even clear. It does, actually.
Yeah.
Sorry. It just does. It leaves you with 2.
yeah. I mean, you're still like your skull's not getting any closer.
No, yeah, this is just
Yeah.
more cards. And I guess Expendables is the more difficult one to use.
I mean, is it yeah? Even no, this is not a lot of damage. But what has he played so far?
For the multicaster or
Yeah, I mean that was a great draw.
Just
Just 2?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't played the Perpetual Flame, so that was the only other one that I think could be with the Lightning Bolt and the Arcane.
Okay, that was
There it is. Wow, big draw, the Fell Screen Blast, easily playable Skull, and everything costs 0. Now we're just digging for Kurtrus.
But I mean, Genji's not going to be playing minions. I guess the Brucon.
He has to, though. The Brucon
Yeah.
has to come down, and then typically you go to the Charge Call. Now, Charge Call could necessarily...
Oh, is he? Can you play? Is he just going to play Brucon here?
Yeah, you could definitely play Brucon, right? You have to go 3 more.
I mean,
Doesn't matter. He's got overdraft for next turn.
is he just going to deal a ton of damage?
You can actually
No.
you can Brucon and then overdraft. This is huge amount of damage.
I mean, overdraft isn't quite as good as other things with Brucon.
No,
guess
I just mean for unlocking the mana for next turn.
But
I
yeah,
mean,
with 3 spell damage.
I don't want to play Portal here. Portal is
Yeah.
at least 6 damage next turn if this isn't dealt
I mean,
with.
let's see this. Let's see the Lightning Bloom. If he hits Lightning Bloom, Lightning Bloom is just like lethal, I think.
Lightning Bloom very well could have been, but double miss, but does still pick up a little more damage that waves of lightning bolt, dunk tank, and
Oh.
nothing can happen.
This is.
Yeah.
I mean, again, theme of this series. That's a lot of damage. And I mean, Neji can clear, but
You can clear, but there's double spells coming down.
is it 30? I guess he can't even go to 30 though. Well, he could.
The issue is that you can't cast these expendable performers alongside of this. Well, I suppose you can, but they don't all die. Now it's
No,
6 health.
With the full hand, you're scared.
Just double leech, heal as high up as you can,
Yeah.
and then
Is this lethal though? I mean,
that's kind
sure-
of the question, right? So we're gonna deal 6 here with the overdraft. Well, we definitely go Serpent Shrine first to get
Yeah.
more. Or maybe do we go
Maybe.
Lightning Bolt first? I'm trying to think how we can overload ourselves more, but I just think Serpent Shrine.
Serpent Shrine is 6. Overdraft is 7.
Yeah, I just think it's the same amount of overload. I was
Yeah.
trying to think if there's a way to like double the overload this turn, but if we had a cheaper overload spell, but I might just Serpent Shrine, check the overdraft, and then
Whoa. Oh.
oh, okay, you know what? Just doesn't want. There's the bloom.
Yeah.
I guess doesn't
Really?
feel pressured here.
Just gonna landslide?
Yeah, he wants to get some hand space.
I mean, I guess with he's
Yeah.
got all of his
He-
minions out. Like he doesn't need to play anything until he's lethal.
So Neji's just gonna hold on to all of this.
Huh. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, guess so.
Here comes the card draw.
Do you like dumping that Wind Fury?
Oh yeah, you're only really drawing for stuff out of your deck at this point in
Yeah.
time, and I just don't think there's really anything else. But now
It's kind of awkward.
It's kind of weird. Yeah.
I mean, you could just go like nothing. No, he's gonna go. Yeah, I guess you can always just landslide at the end.
There's the charge call. That is more than likely the card he's been digging for the whole time.
Yeah.
There's no Kurtrus down. You're not really worried. I'm just gonna take the. Let's go!
Go!
It's a game.
Oh,
There's
there's
Jace.
Jace. You just gotta try and kill him next turn, right? Oh, is there any way you can
But are we
do
just
that though?
is Neji just dead?
Very well could be. He probably is.
Because so Primordial, we need to make hand space for Primordial, but that would get us 2 spell damage minions that we could possibly play. So depending on the spell damage minions, really just straight up, there's what, 6, 9, 17. You
No,
could
it's gotta be.
double bloom, and then you go with the overdraft.
It's gotta be.
There's a very good chance there's lethal, because then this is 2, 4.
And this 3/2 is probably dealing
8.
damage, right?
Yeah, I honestly
Yeah.
think there's lethal here. I think
Yeah.
if we Serpent Shrine Lightning Bloom, especially with this Perpetual Flame now being able to be played, this clears up the hand space. So now Genji is able to play. Yeah, so now Thalnos is able to come down, or maybe even just a Guild Trader. Yeah,
Guild Trader.
there's
Or
no
both.
way this, because now he can
Yeah.
Lightning Bloom.
That's a yeah.
Maybe he's got
Wow.
a raid leader.
Does he even need the overdraft?
Not with
No,
raid
he
leader,
does.
but if he missed raid leader, he wouldn't have needed it. But or he
I
would
feel
have.
like you should just play the overdraft to give Neji the peace of mind there. So he didn't die to raid leader.
Wow.
Well, there we go.
That was a match that went from 0 to 60 extremely fast, I feel. It was a lot of back and forth, I have a board, you don't have a board, I have a board, I take your board, and then all of a sudden it was just boom.
Boom.
30 damage up top, no problems at all.
Nicely done.
Yep, trying to see if Genji's available for a quick interview there.
Yeah, so that's going to be APM is kind of cleaning up across the series tonight. It's another victory for APM. This is APM Yang now. So for the night, they're currently up to, I believe, a 6-1 right now. And they still have one more match.
Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, it was well played. I mean, I think it was well played on both sides too. I didn't
I'm
really
just
see anything I disliked that Neji did.
I'm just extremely surprised the Quest Warrior did as much as it did. I mean, it's still a good deck. There's a reason that it's at the top of the charts for HS. I mean, maybe not so much, high rank, but it's it did its thing.
It's kind of like there's this like it has like the Rush Warrior syndrome when like it's a good deck, but it's not the best, and everyone's kind of tired of it, so it doesn't really see as much play as maybe it deserves.
Yeah,
But
no, I
yeah,
agree. I think it might get a little bit of shame because of, it's a maybe a low rank, it doesn't require a whole lot of thinking. See a pirate, play a pirate kind of deal. But outside of that, I mean, there's a little bit of thinking that needs to go in it. I'm not saying that any Hearthstone deck is just, brain dead play card, but it's definitely not as, thought provoking as, the Poison Rogue, for instance. There's a lot of
yeah,
thoughts that need to go into something like that, or even, the Quest Shaman that we saw Genji on. A lot
yeah,
of thought to, hold the lightning, the Serpent Shrines, hold the lightning bolts, and go for that big lethal over the top for things
yeah. I
like
mean, I
that.
think that was a really good play. Like, it was definitely like a more. I mean, I say like a more novice player. I mean, I probably would have done it. Just,
Right.
but there's no need to. Like, you're not dying with no minions on the board.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Genji realizing I don't need to press this advantage. I'm kind of in control of the situation. Brucon's down. I've got the cards. Let's just see where it goes. And it kind of also doesn't allow Neji the opportunity to heal, I guess, for what Demon Hunter can really, and allows him to burst over the top. All right, I think we're about to get Genji in here for a quick interview before the pro matchup, the final one of the night.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Genji.
Hey, how's it going?
Congrats on the win.
I'm doing good. Thanks.
Well, take
Nicely
us
done.
through. A bit of a hiccup in the banning phase, but didn't really matter. You were still able to get through, and Quest Warrior, man, like, talk to me about it. I think we were all a lot surprised at how well it did for you in that situation.
Yeah, Quest Warrior had been hard carrying me. If you watched last week's game as well, it took 2 games. Uh, yeah, I thought it was a pretty good bring in LHS. Okay, to be honest, I did not want to bring it this week, but I missed my deck, like, to the time to submit my decks, so I just had to run it back. But
Oh,
I guess
you
it worked.
rolled over.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Guys.
There's always the opportunity that a warrior can be kind of a weird control, especially in a closed deck list. You always have to keep that in the back of your mind. But if Neji did a little bit of research, like I said, he would have seen that you had played it before, and yeah, I mean, what a turn.
Yeah.
The one thing we were wondering is in the first game, if you don't remember, I sent the picture in the chat where you held on to the cargo guard against the rogue.
Yeah, okay, this is a mistake.
Okay.
I was thinking I need a card in hand to, like, kill him when he plays scads because he's gonna get the 5 armor. But I realized that if I played it anyways, I'm just gonna get the card back. So yeah,
Yeah,
I made a mistake there.
I mean, we were on the same thought process. I don't think you were completely wrong in doing that because like there's a weird world where maybe through preps and extortions he can clear off the minions, but
Mm.
Yeah, that was the ultimate for us there, and really just a heads up play in the last one there, the Quest Shaman, and knowing the time you had in the Fel DH matchup, and not really committing a lot of burn, and then even the turn that you had a massive overload. I think you had 7 overload with Brucon down. You could have pushed like a ton of damage with the overdraft. You actually traded it away to go for it the later turn. So walk us through that turn there. Just what kept you away from playing that overdraft there.
Okay, so basically he had weapon equipped, and he held 2 cards in his hand for a very long time. So I was reading, it was a Kurtrus, not Kurtrus. No, it was a Kurtrus or a Jace. And if he played Jace, he's gonna heal up back to full, basically, with weapon. So I thought, okay, let's just play this slow. I have time. I'm not gonna die anytime soon because he didn't have Kurtrus equipped or anything. So I traded it, looked for more draw, set up like 3-turn lethal, and I'll get the guaranteed.
yeah, nicely done. I mean, as the chat's saying right now, we wonder if Neji even put Kurtrus in his deck. So
Yeah. No, it was a bit unfortunate. I mean, he did fight back through and finally took down that Quest Warrior in a absolute barn burner of a match. You were, I'm assuming, just waiting for Mr. Smite at some point to either come from the Juggernaut or come from your deck.
Yeah. I shouldn't have played like that actually. It's like playing off that top deck was a bit like risky. If I flooded the board the turn before he was able to drop Jace, I would have won that game, I think. So like because he had to take a turn off the skull.
Mm.
So yeah, I'm not sure about what I did there was correct, but I mean, yeah.
It was close, but with that, you've more than even the score. You've fought back. It is now a 4-5 for your guys' matchup. You still have 3 games for your team to play going forward. This is, as close as those matches were. This is as close as it gets in the standings here. Both at 45, both at 2-1, looking very similar in matchups. How do you guys feel going into the rest of the 3 matches here?
I'm confident. I mean, Nomad has not been playing so well, but I think he can bring it back this week. He prepped yesterday, so I'm pretty confident. And Jammy's a good player, and yeah, I'm pretty confident in this series. To be honest, I think we can take it.
Nice. There it is. APM doing well. There was a 3-0 earlier on for an APM team, and now it's a 3-1. So we're about to hop into a pro match for another APM, and Bone Masher hoping he can go 3 for 3 for the night on his APM squad.
Yeah, go Sabretooth.
There you go. Shout out Sabretooth already.
Yeah, and again, just congrats on the great start to this season. 4-0 is impressive.
Yeah, thank you. It's good to be on here. Always fun to be on stream,
Yeah. You did well after the Draft Zero series as your entrance.
Yeah, I used my team as well. Nice.
Yeah. I'm not doing so hot after that, though.
It's okay. I trust in you to bring it back,
Yeah, it's coming.
There it is. The seal of approval, the vote of confidence.
There you go. Thanks again, Genji, for joining us, and enjoy your evening. Or
Thank you.
Have a good
day,
one.
actually. Sorry.
Yeah.
Take care. All right, so that switches us over to the final match of the evening, which is Sabretooth versus Wild9 Pro Series.
Yes.
We already have bands, which is Sabretooth's Demon Hunters band with Wild9's Shaman band.
Whoa.
I mean, we still only get to see one rogue, but it's one rogue more than usual.
No, we're going to see 2. Wild9 has a rogue.
So I'm gonna have the
Sabretooth doesn't, though.
deck list.
Oh, you mean this matchup? I thought you were for the night.
Oh, yeah. I got you. Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's what we're gonna see. Interesting. All right. So this is the Pro Series here. We're shifting away from LHS now. This is an open deck list format, conquest format. So both players know exactly what is in each other's deck. They know exactly what's played, what tech cards might have been included, what they're targeting, what they're not targeting. So yeah, it's wide open here. All the information is into the stratosphere.
And what did you say the bands were again? It's
Sabretooth band, Wild9's Shaman with Wild9 banning DH.
okay.
Yeah, so Sabretooth is going to have a Face Hunter, a very interesting buff Paladin, and the OTK, or actually not even OTK, just a free Shaman. And then for Wild9, we're going to be seeing a Aggro Druid with Drekthar, Face Hunter, and the Thief Rogue.
Should be some quick ones. Well,
yeah, this is the, I gotta say, we were a little hesitant having 4 matches, and last time we did this, Saku, we ran a little bit over, but these have been some flat out, gas. There's been no 3-2s, there have been 3-0s and 3-1s. Yeah, it's been extremely fast, and like you said, Yastur, this one just looks like it's gonna go the exact same way.
I mean, free shaman can always just delay the game for 4 turns, but I don't think we'll be seeing that too much.
So we're just getting the players started now. So we are going to see Wild 9 at the bottom of your screen, or first to spectate with Sabretooth at the top of the screen.
Perfect. So if I'm Wild 9, I haven't been able to play Rogue. I'm probably playing Rogue. What are you feeling, Yasher?
I mean, if you have a Rogue to play, you may as well play the Rogue.
You might as well play it.
It's like, I mean, it is the just the like tempo version, I guess, with the Mr. Smite and Edwin, but that doesn't really change anything.
The OG broken, not the hybrid list or anything like that. But we will not be seeing any rogues just yet. Wild 9's going to be coming out with a Face Hunter going into the Free Shaman for Sabretooth. Yeah, I should talk to you about Free Shaman, because it's not something I necessarily think about when I think Shaman instantaneously.
I mean, Free Shaman has a dark place in my heart. At least last week, I got reverse swept by Free Shaman, and
I didn't know that. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's let's just say in this exact matchup, I think by turn 8, my board had been frozen 4, maybe even 5 times, and I just drew minion after minion. It's like, ugh. But I think it's a great deck, and I mean, I think where I went wrong is I played a Trog, which Trogs can just. I think Trogs are a downside for the Hunter here.
Yeah, the problem with Trog is now that even if you buff it, you just get a 1/2, and then, as you said, they just spam freeze your board constantly.
And you just can't do anything. I mean, you can hope to draw all your minions, or draw no minions, but yeah. I like this. I don't have a huge sample size, but from my small sample size, I like this for the Shaman.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I
think there's a lot of anti-aggro tools. Even Frostbite is going to be able to help out and push things a little bit further away from, lethal turns with quick shots and things like that. Interesting enough, there's still a Mutinous in Sabretooth's list. I was curious because, well, there's really nothing to target out of Wild 9s to have it. I suppose you don't necessarily know that before you play, but it's just very interesting to see that.
You might have expected it's just, if Mage is there, it's just a must-have.
Yeah, that's very true.
And then, wait, I'm just looking at,
the Paladin?
No, I'm looking at Sabretooth's Hunter. Looking at the,
he's got
higher cost.
Oh yes, there is a Tavish in the deck indeed. There's actually a Bloodseeker as well. 2 Bloodseekers in the deck, so a little bit of a different build here, but I think it's still pretty much the same core as Hunter's used to. But yeah, just a little bit more, value in the Tavish Beaststalker, and then possible lethals from random Huffers. What could you ask for? What more could you ask for?
Nothing. And then, I mean. An important note is Sabretooth runs 1 armor vendor in this Free Shaman, so that's always a factor. It's just the one though.
Yeah, it's a very interesting list. It's even had the double devolving missiles in it right now too. So I do feel like Sabretooth is going to have enough to stave off, especially it's turn 4 and Wild 9 really doesn't have that much pressure on the board just yet.
And then, we're still a couple turns away from the Snowfall Giant, or Guardian, sorry, but...
Yeah, at least because the coin has been burned already by Sabretooth, so... there is a Halen. It's very interesting because I really feel like Sabretooth's list is an OTK Shaman that just doesn't run OTK.
Okay. It really looks like it. Like
I mean, Talon draws
Talon.
Yashraj,
Mutinous?
but it is, but now it's just going to be a Snowfall or a Battleground.
Yeah, that is true. Like I when
It
I
does
first skimmed
tutor-
over the list,
Yeah,
I saw
it
the
does.
Talon. I
Yeah,
saw 2 legendaries. I'm like, it's just OTK, right?
that's exactly my thought process. But
This face freeze is actually pretty relevant here. I mean, this true aim just
yeah,
doesn't go off.
it just really, really hurts this Rhino. Rhino's going to run in. It does a little bit. I do like the
Spoiling.
Kodabane. There's a lot of times Kodabane just sits in the hand and does a lot of nothing. I really do like getting it out here finally.
I
Randy
really
Mount-
don't like. I don't. He missed though on all the bursts. Like, I just feel like
Ace.
after this turn, it's gonna be the board's frozen, and then you just need the spells.
Yeah, the
Like
board,
Rammy Mount.
board is definitely getting frozen here. I guess you got to play the Rhino sooner rather than later.
And then push the. You can go like Demon Companion. Hope to get.
Hope to get Ruffa.
Yeah.
That's really all you can pray for. I actually, Demon Companion is pretty good. There's a 66% chance you either get Ruffa or Buff, and both help you to clear the 3/4s.
There you
All right,
go.
yeah, fair enough.
Oh. Okay. I like this. Like this Rammy Mount isn't doing anything else.
Yeah, this does help clear, but now it's a little bit awkward because it's only clearing.
I almost think you go face here.
I think you want to start because this doesn't freeze your Barak.
I guess so, but it's getting frozen this turn anyways.
You're also freezing your own minions, and I mean, really, yeah. Okay, this is definitely. Oh, did he not? Did he? He missed an attack.
But it means it gets to attack next turn.
True.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't play around Rhino, but
What it does play around is Battlemaster, right?
yeah.
That's really all the reason Sabretooth is there. Now, it does tell Wild 9 that there's more than likely the Battlemaster in hand.
And it also lets him hopefully freeze face again. But I don't know. I just he goes
take
Rhino.
The 3/4 here. I think you could take the 3/4 here.
Yeah.
Because even a frozen Rhino, I think, will still attack. Obviously not now because Barak and the Wrangler came out first.
So the minions do attack, right, through freeze. Yeah, they do.
They do attack through freeze, correct, yeah.
Okay.
It's just going to be, I think just to get it on board.
I don't know if I like hero powering there, though. I mean, just the Rhino.
I don't think it's wrong, honestly.
I mean, obviously caster vision again, but it's just that's 2 extra damage for the Rhino.
For the Rhino, but we don't know that he has the Rhino because this isn't the one drawn off of Wrangler, right?
Yeah, I guess I'm just thinking,
the one
like,
drawn?
What does the totem do?
It could be a taunt. I mean, could save your... Because really, right at this point, this Rhino has to hit the 8/8.
That's true. Or else he just dies. Kills the Bolnar. Is he just going to go...
I think it's Intrepid Rhino.
Biscuit.
Probably Doggy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh. I'm really confused here.
I think... Oh, he traded it.
Was hoping to get Rush on the...
Okay, it's still the same outcome.
Yeah.
But we would have had the Rhino to stick around.
Yeah.
Because it would have survived that attack.
Is there any... Brukan would have been lethal there, but... he can still trade for Brukan.
Yeah, still could get it. Multicaster's not
No.
going to get it done.
This is awkward. Like,
Yeah, Wild Nine has been able to create a board, and this is really the issue that Shaman has, is that it continuously freezes boards, but you're still leaving your opponent up with really good minions.
yeah.
So
That
trade,
evolving was pretty nice.
yeah, it did clear off a lot, but is this just enough? We're at 21?
It's 5 from the piercing shot, and then 9 from the aim shot hero power. I don't think it's quite there, but
There's 10, 15, 16, 17. He's one off lethal right now?
so does he have to clear? I mean, he doesn't
One
have to.
off lethal. Youch. Yeah, that devolving actually saved him. I believe it's one off lethal. We've got, yeah, man.
6, 9. I mean,
Yeah, Armor Vendor actually just pulled Sabretooth out of this one here. I do think you're right. It does have to be a clear turn.
I mean, the ramming mount makes it a lot less painful, but it's still pretty painful.
Now, we are going to have to... We can't play all this.
You can just piercing shot the 4-1 and go face, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Does Battlemaster kill here? No, it's only 8. We're still alive. Whew! What a tight one.
Oh, Snowfall. That's a big draw.
Yeah, Snowfall's massive. Gonna get that
looking
nature
for-
spell in there. Should be a 3 draw.
If he had another lightning bloom, this would be lethal. Would it? No, it wouldn't be. And then, wow, this is so back and forth.
Yeah.
Like
it's
every
gonna-
turn, I'm like, oh, they just win.
No more rhinos in the
Oh.
deck.
That's a rough draw.
It's only 7 this turn with the aim shot. That is going to just spell disaster. Wild 9.
I feel like, yeah, I mean, quick shot, he might have had an out, but
Yeah, because, I mean, you could have... Yeah, quick shot definitely would have got us there, right? Because we just play the marsupial, you aim shot, quick shot. That would be 10 damage plus whatever you draw, and then you... I guess you only have 1. So yeah, maybe even quick shot doesn't get us there.
there's no way he lives, right? No.
Can't kill the 10-10. Everything is still frozen. Has to know that there's at least a Mutanus in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he just dies to the 10-10.
Yeah, 10-10 unfortunately not able to be cleared. Sabretooth gonna take a 1-0 victory over Wild 9.
And then this is Conquest, right?
This is Conquest, so that is
Alright.
the end of the Shaman for Sabretooth, and Wild 9 will still have the Face Hunter available if he so chooses to bring it back. Which, eventually he will. Have to.
Yeah. I feel like, I like this palette. I like bringing the Paladin now. I don't really know how buff Paladin does compared to...
The Paladin, actually, Buff Paladin does very well into Face Hunter because Face Hunter just can't deal with big minions. You know,
And then hold the bridge.
Yeah, hold the bridge also just helps too, and Samuro does extremely well just to help clear off large boards. But Wild 9 gonna pull out the Taunt Druid, Aggro Druid, and Sabretooth is gonna be bringing out a Face Hunter of his own.
Hoping we get to see some Tavish here.
Yeah, that would be exciting. A card I definitely haven't seen, anything at all.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I played it day 1 and that was it. Ooh, double Bloodseeker is
Wow,
not what
yeah.
you're looking for.
Not necessarily, especially the health break on these is going to be, there's not going to be a 2-health minion played very often, and Wild 9 also playing this Mark of the Wild. So this is more similar to the Drekthar Druid that he actually faced against in his first match tonight.
Yeah. I mean, the 1-2 makes these taunts really awkward. Like, what do you do here? Do you play you just pass?
I think you play the Bone Chew, right?
Yeah, I guess you're dealing.
Or the Mule? You got to play one of them. I think the Bone Chew is better because if they want to get the Bloodseeker proc,
You just take 4.
But
And then you just coin Drekthar.
And then, coin Drekthar is pretty much always next turn. But at the same time, there's just an aim shot sitting there for Sabretooth that's going to be able to deal with these 3 health pretty cleanly.
Or even just Doggy Biscuit to make coin at least somewhat worse.
Yeah, Doggy Biscuit.
I mean, either way, I guess it doesn't really make a difference. You trade first?
Trade the other one away.
No.
Sticking more buffs on it is probably better than throwing it away.
I guess so, and like his next turn is probably aimed shot, so we can just trade again if you want.
It's gotta be just coin Drekthar here. As much as it, pains to create another 1-2, this is a lot of tempo, and this is really the only way you're gonna be able to fight back. And gets an Loon and actually gets a Trog. Okay.
That's actually not very good, I don't think.
No, and the ramming mount gets picked up. That's even worse. Sabretooth is going to be able to clean off this Loon very cleanly.
Keeps the weapon. I mean, yeah.
Trog number 2 is just, I don't believe it's going to be enough.
But you go Mark.
You're just giving him so much more, many more Trogs.
Oh. But you also have a very large taunt minion.
Yeah, but now Ramming Mount's going to come out of this Trog here.
And you can buff it. Man.
So Mark of the Spice Shell can pick this Drekthar up, and then we can play the Drekthar again?
But like you said, he just buffs up the Ramming Mount and has 6 Trogs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
he does it. Oh, the madman.
He's not gonna like this this dog treat or dog biscuit. I was gonna free up some space. I guess so. I didn't mind just hero powering and playing the other Bloodseeker, but
this is just so much damage to face.
Yeah.
Keeps the aim shot, and now we can equip the second Bloodseeker. I don't see, outside of this Drekthar, super getting, the nuts. If there's a Bone Chew Brawler, that's probably not what you want to see coming to the deck. I feel like we're going to see Og Merchants here, and it's going to
Bookend Og Merchants.
I'm so sorry, Wild 9. I think
it's time to pull out your signature move, Gordon.
Oh, man. That's a brutal Drekthar. I think that's just lethal, right?
Yeah.
Wild 9 is just kind of giggling on his cam there. So what can you do, right?
Yeah, no, and that's what I mean, right? As we get the Drekthar down and the Trog, carrying of like he used to, Trog of old shining through a little bit there, just a peek of what it used to be.
A shell of his former self.
I mean, with an absolute lightning fast couple games, Sabretooth is just left with this hold the bridge paladin, the buff paladin, where Wild 9 has everything left up and is just going to bring this druid right back at it.
I'm kind of sad that we didn't get to see Tavish, but one day.
Tavish will be good. I do have to say, oh man, there's Shamra. I was going to say, there's not a whole lot of way. If Wild 9 can really get on the board early, is going to have a lot of problems. But Samuro is probably the number one way, especially with the Bannerman now
Bannerman.
picked up. Like it's
You've always got to be.
oh.
You got to be careful to not noble mount it, but we've all done that at least once.
I have
Oh, no.
100% done noble mount. Okay, Supertooth nicely enough plays the knot. So we're gonna quickly jump out and jump back in. So it looks like Wild 9 was probably going to go for an Elune with a Haunt here, just to really make sure the board state is... I'm going to go for a Mark of the Spark Shell. Actually, yeah, that's very nice, because then could just play a 4-mana 5 Haunts.
Yeah, I mean, this Samuro is only good if it... I don't know, if he lives again to turn... I mean, I say that as a joke, but, like, I don't know, this board does a lot of damage. Like, with the Claw Fury...
Yeah, I mean, the board is... I guess he's trying to think where he wants to put, and yeah, he's just going to put this onto the Battle Guard and just try to keep some of the momentum he has going forward as Wild 9.
I mean, you just gotta play the Bannerman and take, like, 13 or something. Okay, yeah. No, this is definitely right.
Yeah, it's going to be able to open Samur up a little bit more, and also just allows for the Blessing of Authority to come back down at some point.
But this Claw Fury Adept with the Cub trades nicely. Into Arbor Up. I like this for Wild 9.
Now, it might be crazy, but we don't have any more taunts in hand. Is there ever a world we Elune Marsupial, trade the 3/3, and then set up a bigger Arbor? Because really, this Claw Fury, we have the hero power, and we're still just left with 3 minions on the board. Whereas if we Elune and Marsupial, it does walk into Samuro, but any of these plays are going to walk into Samuro at this point.
You can just dump the Cub. Like, yeah, I like the way he's going to do it. Like, you have 1 less minion, but keeping the Elune in your hand. It's still a pretty good Arbor Up.
Yeah, I mean, importantly enough, Bannerman hasn't been played. There are only Divine Shield buffs with the Samuro right now. So Samuro is going to clear off 1 minion at this point in time.
And it's just going to give the Bone Chewer
a lot of attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, here comes the Mule and a Noble Mount going to go on top of that. But this is going to be, I would assume, an instant top deck Arbor. Play the top deck.
To play, yeah, yep. You can see, nope. Aww.
He's not a man of culture.
Now, see, it's more important when you're the one who's up 2-0 to push the tilt a little bit.
Very true. Now, do you know that this is buff Druid, right? Let me walk you through. You're either sinking 9 to face, or you're allowing this to become a 9/9.
Yeah,
I personally think with Arbor in hand, we're going to the moon, and we go face.
Really? I was going to say the opposite.
You don't win if you take this trade.
I feel like they played a Carriol already.
They played a Carriol, but there's like all this 9/9 is doing is hitting into your 4/4. You Arbor up and you've got lethal on the backswing.
You're not worried about. I mean, this is what you're worried about.
It heals to 5, but we still have lethal.
Yeah,
we have lethal
I guess
on board.
That's a lot less impactful than I thought it was.
Yeah. So the weird thing about Samuro there is, as we were saying, don't play a Divine Shield spell on it, but that's really all that deck had other than the Hand of
Hand of
Adults.
Adal, but he just didn't draw it until it was too late.
Yeah, until it was too late. And actually not going for a Bannerman turn as well earlier on might have cost, going for that Curiel turn instead, the coin Curiel instead of getting the Bannerman down.
What do you think he runs here? Do you think he goes with the?
It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be Rogue personally.
Yeah.
This Paladin is typically brought just to deal with Hunter. More than likely, just as I was saying earlier, it's a lot harder for Hunter to deal with big things, and there's also a lot of healing from Hold the Bridge that can come down. Samaros, Curiels, so on and so forth. Wow, he slams it. Okay.
I mean, Scabs is just like.
That's
win
what I
the
mean,
game.
right? Scabs is just see you later. But Wild 9 has a lot of confidence in this Hunter deck, and he's going to put it to the test right here.
I mean, this is not the hand to do it with, but
No, luckily we can throw it away, and that's also not the hand to do it with.
But Sabretooth doesn't have a great hand either.
Yeah, on the back, that's on the other side. That also
But now this
a
is-
fairly terrible hand.
This is just so bad for Wild 9, though.
Yeah,
Like, in a
missing a one
equally-
drop.
in an
missing
equally-
a 2-drop.
Oh, yeah. You gotta do something. But you don't even have a 3-drop.
That's what I
Yeah.
mean. You got to trade for a 3-drop.
Yeah.
You got to look for something to do.
Yeah, you
I mean, your aim shot is your three play.
I mean, you could adorable Hisman.
I feel like I never want to do that.
That's a fantastic draw.
Yeah, you can just hold that for next turn.
I feel like you play it. Like,
No,
what
it just
punishes
dies.
it?
It's just dead.
To what, though? Like, he gets another one, right? Yeah, this is...
He gets another one, but it still just gets killed.
But I guess...
Because now there's a noble mount that's going to come out after this if we kill it. So now we got to go Adorable Infestation play, and now the True Aim Crescent might actually be the saving grace. But
There's no way to keep your... No, there's no way you can keep it alive.
no, Tron dies if you trade with the True Aim, and then you're just left with a Marsupial on the board.
I mean, you could aim shot. Yeah.
I honestly I was seeing it. I liked it.
I mean, yeah. I like
Again,
it
it's gonna be
compared to the other.
hold the bridge. Nope.
Really?
Find your own.
Trog? I feel like I'm... Yeah, I like Bannerman. I like Bannerman.
Play the Bannerman.
And then, is this a Rinling's rifle or a Wrangler? Or neither. You could also just buff up the Trog.
So you're not really worried about a turn 5 authority. Turn 4, what are you really thinking? He's gonna carry LU, so could be a reason to Wrangler to get a 5-drop, but I think just taking the True Aim trade here and making a Doggy Biscuit, and I even just Adorable.
Full cleared. Full clearing was an option here. But
I don't think we really respect this 1/1 because Wild Eye is really asking for him to buff this 1/1, right?
And if he full clears, Cariel is just devastating. Okay, I didn't realize this was a 4/4, but
yeah, I got the buff from the Bannerman when drawn off of it.
Yeah, that's gotta die, right?
I mean, yeah, because it's just going to continue to get double buffs, and a hold the bridge on this makes it an 8/8 or an 8/5, and then that's just all of your work is now done, essentially. Sort of like growing Wrangler Wolpertingers.
Okay, yeah, that's interesting. I didn't. And then clear, or
Yeah, then you can trade your Trog into the Sandin and then True Aim the 2/3. And then you've got Wrangler and Wolpers down.
do you?
Then
How
you
much do you care about his Trog? Because you could like, if you play the Wolpertinger here, if you like trade the Trog into the 4/3 and kill the Divine Shield minion,
Now, I
you're
guess
left with a 4/1.
yeah, I guess the better view here
Yeah.
is we've got Rhino with 2 charges of True Aim. So yeah, this is probably cleaner because now Rhino comes down next turn. We True Aim into the Trog and then put a lot of damage.
That's a big Rhino. Goes for the Talon though.
Actually, Rhino can now just double trade. Oh no, okay, we traded. Responsible thing and done.
Do you just trade the 1/1 and
Yeah, I
Yeah.
still think we pull Rhino.
do you like hitting face here? With the weapon? You probably do, right? And just replay it?
Yeah, I don't know if this one charge really matters, but you probably hold on to it.
Okay,
Ooh,
yeah.
Cariel is
Cariel, that is
really good.
because he was just not just dead, but so do you have to just go all in here?
If
Like
you're
all
Wild
your
9,
Yeah.
Wild 9, you might want to just like. I think I want to just put Rainling Rifle here and aim shot to Cariel, simply because I don't want him to heal.
That was just lethal if he didn't draw that Cariel, wasn't it?
There was 10 on board, 11. Yeah.
Because the
Yes.
hero powers already, yeah.
Hero
Oh
power
well.
does 5. Yeah, no, it definitely
Yeah.
was. So Cariel bailing out a little bit there. I think he could have survived, with a hold the bridge or something like that as well.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, back to that Cariel is just backbreaking.
I wonder if he's thinking of just trading the 3/4 and pushing more face.
Or just all face here.
I really like the Ringling's Rifle just because it can deny, like it can ice. You can find ice trap.
Yeah, I'm
Lots
with
of
you
push
there.
damage. Because you don't always get to hit face in this matchup.
You could have put him to 2.
Yeah, here comes Cariel, White Forge, and this is gonna do 2.
So, yeah.
I don't know. Wild Knight's got a lot to work through now. Piercing shot.
Piercing
Piercing
shot.
shot's gonna, it's a lot of damage. Explosive, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. So,
This-
we're never hitting face anymore.
You probably gotta look for freezing, right? Okay. That's big.
So,
Gotta look for freezing. Yeah, nice. Do you play? You don't play a minion here, do you? Do you play Barak?
no, because, the rush is gonna eat.
Yeah, the rush is gonna get him. I mean what is it?
So wait, no, I think it's better because the rush is gonna eat and then the face one goes up top. Yeah,
He's
I
just
think
gonna
Barak
heat.
might have been a little too hasty.
Oh, we can trade it off.
Oh, fantastic! I think we want to.
I think you definitely want to. I mean, from what we know, you definitely want to, but
True aim.
Nope.
oh, he doesn't do it. Yep. Oh, is that just lethal?
Yeah, it's not lethal. It's just gonna be a lot of healing.
Yeah.
It might as well be lethal.
Yeah. And then, yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's hard to know. You got to take some risks. And there we have it.
With Cariel up, it's a lot of damage to cut through for Wild 9. And just unfortunately not going to be able to get there. Yeah, got close. Got very, very close, but unfortunately couldn't get through the Varian. And ultimately, finding a way with Sabretooth to proc the secrets successfully. Able to guide himself through there and get that. And, Bowmasher will be happy. Able to pull out a 3-for-3 for APM on the night. So congratulations to Captain Bowmasher of all the APM teams.
Yeah.
Foremost.
Doing something right.
We're going to get Bowmaster, jeez. Sabretooth in here, so just give me 1 second.
I mean, if Bowmasher's here too, he deserves some credit.
Oh, he's probably eating his lunch right now.
Hey, Sabretooth, congrats on the win tonight. If you can hear us. Test 1, 2.
I can't.
Here.
Oh, we can hear you.
Can't hear. Give me a second. I think it's going through the wrong thing.
No worries.
Haven't used voice output should be. Oh, it should work now.
Yeah.
Hello?
Can you hear us? We can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, sorry. My thing was I haven't used the Discord for a while for talking, so I have to set up the voice thing.
All good.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations. You made Bowmasher's dream come true on a perfect APM on stream night. So congratulations to that. Not only that pretty much seals the week for your team over Mancrick's Multiple Wives. You guys taking a dominant lead so far with just Chewy left to play over Jester could honestly sweep the whole week there.
Yeah, we've done really well this week, and I think we help each other out a lot, and it's really working this season because we're like top 2 at the moment. And yeah, really happy that everybody's pulling their part for us.
Now,
this is
go ahead,
sorry.
Jester.
Yeah, I just want to ask because I'm a big fan of the Tavish and the Face Hunter. I just want to know how that does for you, like just on ladder or everywhere really.
On ladder, first of all, the reason I started playing is because Tavish is just really cool, of course, as a card, and I thought when they came to hear about the 2-man, I was like, has to be good in Face Hunter. So I started trying it, and it just helps out like any against Thief Rogue mainly, like because you trade your resources so early in the game, and by the time you get later in the match, you need that that rifle effect to clear their board, and then just Huffers all the time. It just so well. It's one of the better cards in the deck actually. Sadly, I didn't get to play it this game, so
I was pretty sad too.
I was looking forward to playing it. Getting Huffers every time, of course.
I've got my most important question of the night for you. It might be the most challenging question you face in your entire life. What music were you jamming to, my friend?
Just a bunch of songs from when I was in high school and stuff.
You were feeling it. I liked it. You were grooving. You were in the moment. It was good, man.
Yeah, I was trying to enjoy myself. That's what I usually do when I play games. Drown out my thoughts with the music, and just let the games go. Yeah.
It worked out perfectly for you, man. You looked very calm on there. I do have a question. How did you settle on the buff Paladin? I know it's got a bit of a better matchup into the Hunter. Is that really why you were bringing it, or do you just kind of enjoy it overall?
A very hot take. I think Lyran Paladin's awful. Unless you're Super Chicken, I don't think it does well into anything but Buff Paladin better than Buff Paladin does. It's a very hot take, but I think Lyran Paladin's one of the worst decks in the game. That's played a lot. I just don't see many benefits to it because the Blessing Authorities and Battle Masters allow you to kill all the decks that Lyran Paladin struggles against, like Mazaki and stuff. like really consistently early in the game. And you still have like absurd late game with Cariel, Mutinous, Varian, and you have better early game because you run Trogs and you have Pack Mule, so you're able to fight for board better. You're not forced to have the perfect curve like Libra. Like you have to have your 5-drop to like discount your cards. If you don't draw those cards, you have 2 awful cards that cost 9-8 mana that don't do anything. Yeah.
Fair enough. No, I am. I'm not a big fan of Libram Paladin, typically because I feel it's been around too long and it's gotten the Bomb Warrior treatment for me, where it was just a deck that has always been around and always been a thing. So it's nice to see a fresh take on a Paladin, and it's nice to see it doing well into a deck as polarizing as Face Hunter can be.
Yeah, I mean, Face Hunter is one of its best matchups just overall, and that's what makes it really, really strong. Is that it's just really good into like everything. And like my main idea for my lineup in general is like to target Warlock, because if people try to like people assume you bring Thief Rogue because I'm a more of aggressive player in general, and so I bring a lineup that counters that deck while also being good into Face Hunter. All my decks are generally good into Face Hunter because the Tavish makes Face Hunter mirror match so much easier. Like you're able to play so much slower and you're able to win the grind battles in that matchup. Yeah.
Well, again, congratulations on the night. You successfully created Bone Mashers, like I said, his 3 for 3, and solidified the week for your team. Anything you'd like to say before we head off?
Just happy to be playing THL this season. I used to do THL for I think like 2 weeks back in like 2017 when I first played, and I stopped playing like 2 weeks into it, playing Hearthstone all together. I'm happy to be back, and I'm doing pretty well. I think I'm 9-3 so far this season, so doing
There
pretty
you
solid.
go. Yeah. Well, happy to have you back and happy you're back in the community. Yashir, Saku, anything else for Sabretooth?
No,
Nothing from me.
Yeah, you played very well, and congrats on the win, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, nicely done.
All right. Well,
Okay.
All right.
that pretty
Have a
much.
great rest of your night, man, and stay grooving.
No, you guys have a good night
You
too.
too. Take care, man.
You too.
Yeah. What a fast-paced evening, thankfully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 matches in under 4 hours. That's the timing I like to see.
Yeah, we're at 3 hours and 36 minutes with no power outages just yet. Storm's still brewing outside a little bit for us.
Yeah,
for us 3.
might have to go check my roof tomorrow morning, but yeah, it's everything's okay for now.
Yeah.
I'm chilling in the tallest building in the city, so it's windy up here.
Are you in Fenwick right now?
I am.
Oh.
I am.
Do you feel the building move?
I hear it. And
For all of
yeah.
those who are not aware, in Nova Scotia, Fenwick Tower has been synonymous for high windstorms. The wind screams actually past the building, and it sounds like an actual person screaming. So it's kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
You
I
can
would
also,
step outside, but I don't want to make you guys hear that.
yeah, you can also feel the building move if you are high enough up. So also a bit terrifying.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nothing worse than a 26-story building swaying. There's a 26. Anyway, doesn't matter.
It might be more.
It's up there.
Yeah.
It is.
All right. So tomorrow night, I believe we have a couple matches. Wild9 can correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't see it listed completely on the THL website. But we do have, I believe, 2 matches. We have an 8 p.m. match with Mighty Biz and Eternal, which I believe is getting subbed out for somebody else. And then there's a 9 p.m. Wild match between Nin City and Hopper. Sunday Showdown is going to bring you a couple matches as well. We'll have, I believe, Myanodon is going to help cast. Dollar Bills has got a new job, so he won't be able to make it. So anybody else that's interested in casting on Sunday, just give me a shout. But the matches we do have that's confirmed is an 8 p.m. Eastern match with Venus Pomoni versus Flying Kraken at 8 p.m. For the Pro Series and Black Conference. Then we have 9 p.m. Eastern with Roadrunner versus Super Buckles. So Super Buckles is going to be the first time that they're going to be on stream. And that's going to be for the Hero Series Purple Conference. So still tons of action this weekend. I'm not sure if Schoolstone is ripping, but sure there'll be an announcement, so you can keep an eyeball on the content channel itself. See what's what. So, any final words from the lovely Nova Scotia casting team?
Yeah, just thanks for having me. It was good to watch some high quality Hearthstone.
Yeah, Gordon.
Yeah, it was a great night. Sometimes these 4-hour streams can get a little bit tiresome with the constant matches, but I think we had a really, really great variety tonight. I think we saw a lot of high, good gameplay, high gameplay, and I think we pretty much saw everything we could have outside of poor Yasher didn't get his Tavish, but one of these days.
It's coming. It's coming. I'll make it happen myself.
There you
Next
go.
week, if you see me bringing Hunter, you know it's coming.
And are you going to be a victim or the victor? There you go. So,
we'll see.
All right. So on behalf of my buddies there, stay safe out there, and we will see you on Saturday. Take care, everybody.
See ya.